Welcome to Minute Tub. This is Eric.
This is Kyle.
And Jeremy.
And Trevor.
Trevor's here. The gang's all here. We're all...
Not the whole gang.
Oh, yeah. Nathan's not
Nathan's
here.
not here.
Nathan still is not joining us.
Have you already forgotten about him?
I forgot about Nathan.
Tours the Europe?
It's been so long since
Where is he now?
He's been here. It's just...
the Alps,
Brussels?
I'm guessing.
I saw him tweet something about where he was today.
Where was he?
I don't know. Some place that he has no heritage in.
Yeah. He'd been other places that had a heritage in.
So he felt like home
Right.
there,
That
and
was
now
hard
he
to
feels
say.
like
So it
he's
was
not
like
at
where his family was from, I guess. That
Something.
would be
His
Lineage?
ancestors.
His lineage.
his lineage.
His grandcestors.
Grandcestors. That's right. The grandcestors.
That's what they're called. That's...
How you doing, guys?
I don't know how you doing, Kyle. We've had
back.
a busy week. I don't know about you, but we have just been like covering the
I've
video
been,
games.
I've been trying to view.
Well, you were here, but you were so quiet.
I was really quiet.
Yeah, you've been sick
I
or something.
actually wasn't here.
Your head was
Your
floating.
head
I don't know
was
what you're talking
here.
about.
I was actually in Wisconsin.
But
Really?
your
Yeah.
head was floating.
Power of the internet
No,
is
I
amazing.
drove back today.
Were you sampling all the cheeses?
I did get some cheese. I actually brought back and haven't tried it yet.
Did
my
you-
wife and I stopped to get some cheese yesterday.
Did you cut any?
Depends on what kind of cheese you're talking about
Yeah,
here.
you did.
Did
Yeah,
you cut?
did.
Did you cut the cheese?
Yeah, I cut the cheese on a daily
Lot.
basis. You're supposed
It's
to.
healthy
It's kinda
20
good
times
for you.
a day.
Yeah, so I got some cheese. I actually found a blueberry cheddar that I'm interested to try.
That's
don't know
weird.
why
That
the two
doesn't
would go
sound right.
together.
You
but-
know, I found some cheese that was a cranberry chipotle, and that
Yeah?
was really good.
That sounds really good, actually.
It was really good.
I think I need to keep an eye out for that one, too.
Uh-huh.
So I also almost hit a deer today.
Oh, good.
Like twice.
how do you almost
'Cause
hit
the same deer? Would you back
No,
up?
not the same deer. Not the same deer. No, the first one, it was like there were two in the road. And this was the weirdest part, okay? So we're driving, and it's wooded. It's like a 2-lane highway. And there's a deer and another deer on each end of the road. And so as I'm going through, I honk the horn, and I see them go across. And I'm like, okay, this is good. They're cleared out of the way. And I'm starting to relax a little off of the brake, and another one comes darting across, and I'm like, holy crap. And then we go a little ways down the road. This is all within a mile. We go a little ways down the road, and there's a turkey with like 6 baby turkeys that are going across the street one at a time.
Is this on the interstate?
Yeah, it was a 2-lane highway.
We get turkeys
Okay.
across the street here
No,
all
but
the
this,
time.
I mean, like I'm slowing down, and I see like this turkey and like 3 go across, and then there's another one that goes across, and I'm like, okay, are they all there? Another one, and another one, and then they finally were all across. I thought I was gonna crush one today,
Man.
Crush a turkey?
crush a baby turkey.
Well, Crazy Legs, I don't know if you're seeing in the chat here, but he's very disappointed in you, Kyle. You drove through Minnesota and didn't even stop to see him.
I'm sorry, Crazy. I was through.
He holds you
Your
to your
state.
commitments. You said
However-
1 in a million.
Yeah, what's all this 1 in a
However-
million talk?
Man.
I'm not sure where exactly in Minnesota you live, so
You're
Let's dox
friends with him, are
Let's
you
dox
not?
him right now.
You're friend with him on the Twitter, right?
You know,
I think he follows me on Twitter.
You couldn't have said, "Hey, I'm driving through the Minnesotas."
Well, here's the
maybe
problem,
Crazy
Jeremy.
Legs is
Is
around.
there more than one Minnesota?
Here's the problem.
No,
I-
that's South
I-
Dakota, North Dakota. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2
two
of those.
Carolinas too, and Virginia.
You know math.
but it doesn't really count because one's regular Virginia and one's West Virginia.
Yes, Crazy. I do apologize, but here's the issue that
and
happened.
on Facebook.
I either was going to try and stop, or I was going to make it back in time for this.
That is important.
So
you know what, Mike?
I mean, I love you, Crazy,
What you know what?
but
Mike?
I'll give you 50 tub bucks.
Okay, I was gonna say you could give
from
him some
his
$10.
from his.
Yeah,
I'll give you out of my
they're
own
coming from
personal
you, yeah.
account. I'll give you
You're giving him
some
50
tub bucks.
tub bucks just
Yes.
for that?
just.
Man,
That's really
You know.
nice of you.
I try to
There
be
you go.
generous.
You're very generous.
I try to be
The deed has
generous.
been done.
The account, the
that's nice
funds have
of
been
you.
transferred
Funds
to
have
his
been
account.
transferred to your
Transferred,
account.
yeah.
You should
That's-
see those in your offshore account here rather soon.
Unfortunately, we don't have any transcripts or
You'll
receipts
see
for
that
you,
here
but-
in
Of
a
course
couple
not.
hours when Trevor posts it.
It's in the black book that Trevor keeps hidden in a secret place.
That's pretty cool. Feel rich, crazy. Feel crazy rich.
Yeah.
Now. I mean, you got.
Save up for that car.
He says we could have broadcast from my nerdery.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you're right.
You could have been in the Nathan TV.
We could have done that, and then I could have gotten that Ronald Reagan on the Velociraptor
Oh, you could have gotten
poster.
the painting.
Oh,
Painting.
no.
That's right. Yeah, it was a painting, not just a poster.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. We
You
could have hung
done
that on
goofed.
our wall.
Now, the other problem we would have had there is
You
that
done
I
fluffed
work
up.
today, or I work tomorrow, so I wouldn't have been back in time for work either.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would have been a shame.
He's got
That
the
would have been a shame.
excuses, crazy. Sorry.
It's not excuses. I already
It's
transferred
reasons.
some money to him. All right.
All right, that's true.
So I have issued him some Tubbucks as an apology, and we can move on from there.
Okay.
I don't ever want to move on.
You don't
Well,
ever want to move on?
No.
we
How
we
those?
had
How
fun.
those? What do you got over here? Got some
Trevor
cinnamon,
gave me some hot
cinnamon
tamales.
hot tamales.
Taste.
Are they the extra hot tamales?
Nah.
Is there a thing?
Nah.
Who
like
wants
that?
extra hot? I want
I
just
don't know.
I
regular
want to try
hot.
them, but
I don't want to ruin my experience. That's
I don't know.
My
I just
experience is nice right now.
Crazy doesn't want your $10.
What?
Oh, I mean, he
What?
does. He does.
You
But
just
you're gonna
can't
have
buy
to do
'em
more
off.
to earn
Yeah.
I'm not trying to buy you off. I'm just trying to apologize.
Show some love.
I don't think that's true. So,
Ooh, you suck.
is that for yourself?
That was for me.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Crazy Legs. I don't know what I was thinking.
So, what'd you do in Wisconsin?
I visited my grandparents. So, not a whole lot.
Is that because
Kinda-
they're old? They couldn't do much.
Well, yeah, you kind of sit around and talk.
Oh,
It's a good time, I guess.
cool.
Play some
We had-
cribbage.
No, we played some Rook, if you're familiar
Okay,
with
Rook,
the,
yep.
the card game.
Not pinochle.
How about
No.
Millborn? Did you ever play Millborn?
Millborn.
that
I don't
is.
know what that is.
It's a card game.
A card game.
It's like a card game. It's like it's got like traffic signs. In it
Oh,
and stuff
yes.
like
No,
that.
I have played that.
I love that game. That's a good.
I
We
like
play-
that game.
it's like
That is
good
that is a
senior
really good
citizen
game.
We play
haven't
a game
played that in
called
forever.
Hand and Foot in my
Let's not talk
extended
about
family.
that.
It's a card game.
It's
too.
actually a disease too, isn't it?
No, it's
Or that's
actually
hoof
it's
and
based.
mouth.
It's
Yeah.
based on something called. Yeah, it's based on something called canasta. Anyone remember that one?
Nope.
No.
Sounds like a disease.
George
Man,
Canasta.
we always played card
Actually,
games.
it sounds like a medicine for a disease.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
like, I got a bad case of canasta.
that's right.
Yeah.
But
I was in
actually,
the
it sounds
canasta.
like the
Medicine.
setting of Dishonored 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Canasta.
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 It's canasty.
Like that transition, that was so natural. If I would have
was
just
pretty
not, if I
natural.
would have
Now that you didn't say, you
called
said
it out.
something. Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm excited about that game.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about some E3 tonight, but still hang in there, like hang out and let us know
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you think. But you are, huh?
Yeah, I am. I loved the first game.
Oh,
First game
yeah,
was
sorry.
great.
I was figuring out what we were talking about there.
Oh, what were we
Dishonored.
talking
Remember
about?
we were talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
Dishonored.
the transition
and how
happened,
like,
and then we talked
we
about
pointed
the
out the
transition,
transition.
and
Yeah,
then we
yeah.
continued.
I don't need a complete map.
Okay.
Oh, don't you?
Go
Dishonored-
back to the tape.
Just so everybody knows,
No.
Dishonored 2 is the sequel to Dishonored.
Yeah, it's a game, a
That's,
video
that's
game.
why it's
Man.
called 2. That's,
Yeah,
that's
there's
what,
a
Never
2 in the
expected
name.
That.
mm-hmm.
It's available on
It's not available.
PlayStation eventually
It will be on PlayStation
Xbox
and
and
Xbox
and Xbox,
and PC.
which means it'll be available on
In-
Windows 10.
Is that one
and you'll get the
October or
license
November?
for both, right?
No,
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 it's
It's
not
a
cool
first
like
party.
that.
It's not a first party.
it's not a first party
Oh.
game. It's got to be a Microsoft joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it doesn't come out for PlayStation. Why did you lead me down
It does
that
come
road?
out for
It comes out
PlayStation.
for
Oh, is it?
PlayStation? Yeah, I don't know
He's
what you're
talking about cross-buy. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, the
sorry.
crossplay.
Cross-buy.
Not cosplay. That's
Cross
something
buy.
completely different.
not cosplay either.
No.
Cosplay.
It's when you buy the game. If you like Microsoft, all their first-party stuff now
Right.
is if you buy it on Xbox, you
It's
get it on
gonna be
PC,
played on
or
PC,
no,
yeah.
you get them both. You get both versions.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you buy it on PC, you get the Xbox version,
Right.
and you can play. Supposedly, I think certain
Competitively.
games you're supposed to be able to play. Like if I have the PC version, I can play with you on your Xbox.
But that,
Oh,
I
the
think that
crossplay for
that will
that.
determine whether or not
Nice.
whoever's hosting the servers handles
And
that.
it's going to be up to the developer too.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they said
Some
Phil
developers-
Spencer was saying in an interview that it's going to depend on the developer if they think that it would be unfair for someone with a mouse and keyboard to play against someone with a controller in like competitive shooter.
Interesting.
So
The
They
answer
had
is
them.
yes.
They had people playing with controllers.
not
and
always though. I mean, yeah, the answer
Most of the time.
is yes. Hello, Auto Body
Yo,
Guy.
what's
Thanks
up?
for joining us.
They had
Welcome to the tub.
They had people playing that 64-player World War II game.
Yeah. Battlefield
The
One.
one that
Battlefield.
Trevor thinks
It's
They
World
had-
War One actually,
It's
but
a World War
that's-
One, yeah.
that's-
Shut
They
your
had them.
mouth.
They had them playing live with 64 players. Some were using controllers and some were using keyboards.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, but that was just because Snoop Dogg wanted to
That's
use a
true.
controller while he smoked a joint and
That's
played
like-
that game on
Man,
the
getting out
internet.
of this
Wait,
trench is
Snoop
super
was
hard.
playing on that too?
Yeah.
If you call it, if you
Who
call
all
it
was it? There was a
playing,
lot
I
of
missed
people.
that.
he wasn't even doing anything.
That's because he
Yeah, he
was.
was. No. They showcased
He
him.
was
and he
playing.
was backing up constantly.
No, I saw him.
Did
Yeah,
you notice
He
that?
was playing like a toddler.
Yeah.
I'm
It's like,
guessing he was medicinalizing.
He was inside a building, and he'd go forward, and then someone would come up next to him, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'll back up and let you lead," and then he'd,
Yeah. Yeah, I think Jamie Foxx and Zac Efron were there. They were high.
yeah.
Everybody was high. Wiz Khalifa was
Yeah.
high.
Well, of course.
They're
That's how all the video gamers do it.
I've heard that's how a lot of conferences go.
really.
Yeah.
You have experience in it.
No. I've talked to people that have gone to them before though.
You guessing the difference between Crazy Leg says, I'm guessing the difference between controlling a Zeppelin with a controller and a keyboard is negligible.
That's
is-
obviously
that's-
that's not
yeah.
true. I think it's true.
although my experience controlling like steering vehicles on a mouse and keyboard, it's horrible. Always really bad.
There's certain things
it's
that I
like-
think a joystick is better for, and
Yeah.
arrow keys are better.
I'm
for
sure you
others.
do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
find driving's better with a controller.
Really?
Yeah.
What about like a steering wheel, like an actual like?
Well, I mean,
tactile?
gosh, yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna go spend,
It's actually
$100
I
on that.
actually played a lot of Dirt Rally with a steering wheel mounted
Yeah.
to my desk, and I still prefer the controller.
Yeah.
like
Really?
yeah, it just
Well, if you probably got a really expensive one, it might feel good. But I mean, if you go
had
to
a
cheap
really
level,
expensive one.
oh, okay.
Of
But-
course he did.
I mean, I bought it. It's actually up for the PS3 that I bought, like a Logitech one, but it's a nice one with the
Yeah.
motor in it and everything. It like turns the
Oh.
wheel back when you turn and everything. It's actually pretty nice.
Does it have the separate foot pedals that you
Yeah.
put down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
got-
So
Uh-oh.
Oh, all right. Well,
Auto body sounds laggy and
It's
Crazy
your
says
fault.
that it's fine.
It's the internet.
the sound is laggy. Anyone else or just me?
Yeah, that's what Auto Body was saying.
Do you mean that it's not syncing up with our mouths, or
might want to refresh your browser.
if is that the
Refresh your
case?
browser.
Maybe our
Yeah.
it is weird when we look at our video
Use
feed.
Chrome. It
looks a
works
little-
well in Chrome.
It looks a little delayed. I could delay it here. I could delay the
Are you-
audio.
Are you
like tiny
delayed a
bit.
second?
Well, no. It just does
Oh.
that sometimes. We could go like a couple milliseconds. What do you think? Like 10. We'll see
Yeah.
if that helps. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Hey.
it gets any better. You can't say yep to one. We don't know which question you
Yep.
said yep to.
We need to know what you're talking about, Auto
I'm
Body
so
guy.
confused.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Don't
but
let these guys give you a hard time.
Okay, what were we talking about? I feel like we
Hot
jumped a bunch
tamales.
of things
we
here.
were
Yeah.
talking about Dishonored 2
We
Oh,
were.
yeah.
and
Let's
how
talk-
terrible that will
Let's
be.
talk about Dishonored 2 for a bit. I'm really excited.
Go
about
ahead,
it. I'm
Trevor.
with Kyle.
Wait,
I'm
question.
excited.
Who actually played the game? Jeremy didn't.
I did.
No.
I'm actually going to replay through it here soon.
No, you're not.
I didn't. Did I?
I just installed it again.
Did I?
I
play
didn't
it?
play
I don't
through it
think I
more
did.
than once. I thought about it, and I think it was the closest that I ever was to going back through because I knew I could get a different result in a game.
Oh yeah.
It still didn't get me to go back through it again, but I think that was the game that I was the closest to actually
Yeah.
going back through because of the fact that I knew I could try and do it as completely stealth or completely just guns blazing
There you go.
or swords blazing or whatever. I can't remember. I don't
Uh-oh.
think there were guns.
Crazy Leg says there's a delay now.
Ah.
Wait, there wasn't a delay, but now there is.
I guess.
There's always
Maybe
a
take
delay.
it the
He
other
says there's
direction.
always a delay.
Now I'm really confused. Are you just messing with us?
No, see, I think he's saying there's always a delay because I don't think.
Oh yeah, he's just saying that there's a delay probably between the chat and us.
No, he's talking about the audio. He said there's always a
Oh.
delay.
Auto
There's
body guy
always
says
a
sound
delay.
doesn't match your mouse.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
There's always money in the banana stand.
Oh no!
I'm gonna hide my mouth behind the microphone, and then my mouth will be perfect.
Yeah, you can't tell.
You can't see what we're saying.
I know it's
Yeah,
super
now you
confusing.
don't know what I'm doing.
It's just now that we have this set, and when they see us so much better than they used to, it's
That's
probably
it.
way more noticeable.
That is true.
That's what's going on. I
I'm
think
gonna
because we're
act like I'm
closer.
telling a
And
secret.
they're all coming. All the microphones are to the side. You can see us.
Our
Uh,
intern will get right on.
Hey, what's
fixing
up,
that, though.
fat, dumb, stupid idiot?
I love that name. Yeah.
I always want to call people fat, dumb, stupid idiot. Now I get to. That's
Is that someone new?
yeah, well,
All right.
I don't know. Have you ever seen them before?
I can't recall seeing them.
I
believe
that
you're
is
a new
someone
person.
new.
Give us a follow.
Yeah, give us
Yeah.
a follow.
Welcome to
I
the
mean,
chat.
if you want
We like
to,
if
right?
you follow us.
Yeah, I mean, if we set up our Twitch alerts.
So,
that would be
Dishonored
cool.
2, we're done with that, right?
Don't
Just go,
follow
just
us
go.
yet.
No, anyways, go. What?
Hey, what's
what,
up?
What were you saying, Jeremy?
That someone liked Dishonored 2 or something, right? It was
Trevor.
cool.
Yeah.
Why is it so cool?
Dishonored?
2, the second one. What makes you excited about it?
Looks like they've done some things to improve.
He
like
likes the blood flies.
Yeah, I love blood flies.
Okay.
They're great. No, it looks like they've done some cool advancements on how it works. I mean, I'm excited to experiment with some of the powers because you can play with as 2 different characters in it. Yeah, I
It's
don't
a
know.
father and a daughter.
Honestly, if
Yeah.
it was more of the same, which it looks like it's not too much of a departure from the original, I'm fine with that.
Hey.
That was me. Sorry. I was
he
just-
doesn't
Oh,
follow,
no.
he
You
leads.
faked us out.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I got real excited there that
He's
fat,
a,
dumb, stupid idiot was a new follower.
he's a leader. Don't get on his case. Oh yeah, Crazy, you do haze the new guys.
Crazy
That is
does
true.
haze everyone that's coming in. That's just
Builds a
kind of
sense
what
of brotherhood.
kind of what Crazy does.
He's that guy we can't get rid of. Oh, sorry. No.
No, he's
we
the
love
guy that
Crazy.
can't quit us.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He wants to, but he just can't.
Can't do it.
And we appreciate
He's
it.
got to have all those tub bucks.
Yeah.
What else at E3 was really cool?
What wasn't?
Jeremy's
really
done
cool?
with that game because he didn't play the first one.
That's true. Well, I figured you guys were kind of waffling a little.
I don't
on
know.
it.
There's,
No,
there's
I'm-
probably
there
not
is
a
no
lot to say
waffling.
about it. It
It's
looks
cool.
really
You can
but-
play as
I
two
am excited
people,
for November for that
and,
game.
Yeah.
And you got some new powers.
Okay, well,
and
It follows the
it's-
storyline of the guy who was the bodyguard for the Empress,
mhm.
and someone sneaks in and kills her.
spoilers. Just kidding.
That's Dishonored 1. You find out that there's a little girl that you have to protect.
Yeah.
She's the queen's daughter, or the empress's
Empress's
daughter.
daughter.
You find out
Does
she's
Koopa take her, and you have to go down pipes? To...
Don't make me slap you.
Sea of Thieves. I agree with
Sea
fat,
of
dumb,
Thieves.
stupid idiot. Sea of
yeah,
Thieves
said
looks
Thieves
awesome.
I really
Awesome.
like I really like their name. And
Yeah,
that
I
it
know.
Makes it sound like we're just.
He's like the
insulting
first
people.
person. Okay, we do say Crazy Leg's whole name, but like,
Okay.
other than that, we don't say
Yeah,
people's whole name ever really.
We call crazy even crazy a
yeah,
lot.
well,
So,
yeah.
that's true.
but I'm never gonna abbreviate fat, dumb,
Well,
stupid idiot.
The problem is if you do abbreviate, you gotta pick one of the names.
FDSI.
yeah. Foodsy. Yeah, the new Zelda looks incredible. Thank you for bringing it up, Crazy. That
It
game.
does.
I don't
Is
think
that
I've
gonna-
seen enough yet
Oh,
of that.
That's
one.
gonna be on-
my gosh.
On current gen and next
It's gonna
gen,
be on.
right?
It's gonna be on NX and it's gonna be on the Wii U.
So
Hey,
it'll
let
be
me-
a launch.
yeah.
You think it'll be NX launch?
it might be.
It might be.
Let me know if our voices are syncing up better with our mouths
Yeah.
too. I'm gonna do a quick
I'll
test of our
say
Twitch
things
alerts.
Really, with great dictation.
Hey, they're working.
Hey, we're following ourselves.
We followed ourselves.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no.
So now you can follow us, fat, dumb, stupid idiot.
but he leads, or she. Could be a she.
or he or she leads. I
Whoever
know.
you are, you can lead. Just follow.
Okay, we're not asking to follow. Just click the heart. That's all we're asking
Yeah, just
for.
click the heart.
So yes, Sea of Thieves.
Thieves.
Let's
Ooh.
talk about that real quick, and then we'll get to Zelda. Sea of Thieves is not an MMO. That's what
It's-
Rare is saying,
It's,
right?
It's they're calling it like it's like Rust and stuff in the shared world adventure, which I love the idea of those because it's like
So it's a survival game.
it's like a survival game basically.
okay.
Oh yeah,
But,
I didn't see. I mean, I saw some of the stuff from that one, but I may have missed that. What all is going on with that game? It's
Sea
not
of
an
Thieves?
MMO, you said?
No, it's not an MMO. It's where it's like
it's kind of like you get together with some bros and you hang out on a boat,
Yeah.
and some people
the pirates.
scrub the poop deck, some people plug the holes.
So you,
know, and
actually
it's-
like
Do you attack other ships?
yeah,
Yeah.
someone shoots cannons,
Yeah,
and you
you got-
fight other bros.
so everybody's doing their own things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and then you got like some guy, like when like a cannonball hit your ship, you need to aim towards the water line. Sorry, speaking like a moron now. But if you aim towards the water line, it'll hit it, and the boat will take on water, and somebody has to go patch up those holes. Otherwise, they'll keep filling with water, and your boat will sink. Oh, it looks
Okay.
really cool.
And this is, but it's not like VR, right?
no.
Okay.
No.
Because I know I saw something that they were doing a Star Trek game
Oh yeah.
with that too, where it kind of
Yeah.
everybody has their own thing.
Yeah, that's
But I-
specifically made for VR.
Yeah,
I
that
like
game
this
looked
as a-
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of looked dumb.
I think all the VR stuff kind of looked dumb.
Yeah, most of the VR
You
stuff.
look dumb.
Like they had what was the Star Wars thing, and then they had
Yeah. See, my problem
what
is
other ones did they had? They had a
The
couple
Resident
other,
Evil 7.
Yeah, well, actually,
Resident Evil
that
7
one
was
could be
cool.
interesting because it's full gameplay, 100%, right? They said would be VR on that one. I think that's the only one they stated that you could play
Which one?
end-to-end game. Which one?
What? What are you asking? Finish your
The
question.
last one you just said.
Sea of Thieves.
No.
Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, Resident Evil.
Yeah.
That's going to be end-to-end gameplay, so that might actually be worth playing VR
Yeah.
because of the whole...
Eh.
Well, you
I
can
don't know. I
you can
think it'll
play
have
it
a new
either way.
element.
It's going to be both.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can play
It's
it
gonna be-
otherwise.
I'm just saying I think that one might actually have some merit.
I
to
heard
be
the
playing
Batman
that way.
one is like an hour experience, and that's all
Yeah.
it is.
See,
but
that's my
it's
problem.
still like kind of cool, I guess.
think-
But like,
An hour in VR is probably
Oh,
pretty
enough.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like they're taking a lot of developers are taking half or even less measures right now because it's just like VR is probably not really going to be that profitable for me because it's kind of not many people are probably going to have it that much.
Yeah, but it's one of those where if you have it, you're one of the cool developers.
yeah.
but do you
But
really
it's
want to pay like
you don't like sink a ton of money.
$800?
No, but it's an advertising thing for them to
'Cause
have something.
You figure it's $400 for a PlayStation and $400 for
Mm-hmm.
the VR.
Yeah.
But Sea of Thieves. So they haven't given out given out much more details other than that. But everybody can kind of have a role, and I think it
Yeah.
sounds like it's pretty fluid. So you can kind of switch between roles if you want to. Like you can kind of bounce back and forth.
So do you have
Do we
to
have any
play
way
with
of
a
putting
group?
the trailer up? Even just quiet while we're talking about it?
Yeah, I can bring it up. So,
I mean,
but yeah, that's
do you have to have other real players playing, or can NPCs fill
I
roles?
don't think there are NPCs.
or-
they haven't said anything about that.
So
but-
would you? So
Because
you
that
have
could get
to.
frustrating if you're like, I've got to go get a whole gang of thieves here
Well, I mean that's
to
kind
get
of like
together
the
and
same.
do this.
I mean, I think Rust is very comparable to this, to where it's like it's all a bunch of players, and I mean,
why is there a
You'll
giant hornet on the
There's
wall?
a giant hornet on the wall.
There
holy
is.
crap!
That's impressive.
How did that get in here,
Did
dude?
someone
Somebody else
leave
is
the
gonna have to
door
take care of
open?
that.
Trevor probably didn't shut the door when he came
I
in.
shut the door. I had to pull on it like a jerk.
Wow.
It's like, ugh.
Trevor.
Wow, Trevor. Classic
That's
Trevor.
scary.
Did you help Lincoln Clay
I'm
murder
scared.
Sal?
I'm scared of that thing.
And it just crawled up into the. Oh no, it's still there.
It's
It's
just gonna,
fine.
It's gonna
Just
sting
leave it
us all.
alone, guys.
So, but what we don't have. I mean, yeah, you keep saying it's like Rust, but people probably don't really know.
Well,
Yeah, not
okay,
everybody
so
knows
like-
Rust.
that game
So
is.
basically, you'll go into a world. It throws a bunch of people in there, and you can join with your friends and stuff. But I mean, basically,
It's kind of cartoony. I like that.
But yeah, so I mean, you'll want other players. I assume there's probably different ship sizes you can get to where I assume they'll have like huge ships like.
Oh, like that space game you like.
But
Yes.
it wouldn't be something
But
you'd have to
Star
play
Citizen.
with. Like if you wanted to, I'm guessing you could probably have people jump in at any time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it's You can just.
So
have
it's
your
one
of
own,
those-
yeah.
It's one of those missions where you pick a mission and you start it kind of like any other multiplayer
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, you can.
Gosh.
I mean, you have these battles and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if there's going to actually be like a point to the game. Like, there's probably not going to be a campaign,
Yeah,
is there?
probably
It's just
probably
it's
not,
going to be kind of a
I
rogue like.
I feel like Fat, Dumb, Stupid
Yeah.
Idiot is a man of my own heart.
I
Or
really
woman,
like that. Fat,
Because
Dumb,
he's
Stupid
right.
Idiot.
I would do the exact same thing.
Walk
Mutiny
the
every
plank.
single captain.
Mm,
Period.
yeah.
That's the goal. Get on someone's ship and make them give it up.
That's my biggest fear with this game is it's going to be like just
A whole
the
bunch of trolls?
the troll game. Like everybody's going to try to like troll each other.
So really, what you need to do is make sure that you're playing with friends.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
If that's
Yeah.
something that's possible.
Hey,
Which we still know that we have a friend here that wants to just mutiny every time, so we may
Yeah.
have to leave Jeremy
Yeah.
out too.
scrub the poop
We'll make
deck.
him
It's
walk.
okay.
Make him walk the plank.
You guys will be
Look
upset
at the
at
water.
me because
Oh, look at that! Imagine your boat going down. No, that'd be stressful.
looks-
That
yeah.
would be
no,
really
water
stressful.
looks great
Yeah,
in this
it
game.
really
Like,
does look
it looks
cool.
like
It
really
looks Caribbean.
But I mean, you better make good water if you're making a pirate game,
cool. Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Like,
That's very true.
yeah, the guy looks great. The guy in the blue hoodie.
hoodie.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you
sorry.
poop on the
It's
poop
game,
deck, they
blah,
do
blah,
not
blah,
appreciate it.
no, that is self-cleaning.
Sorry, I
Meaning you clean it yourself.
brought up Polygon's thing here, so we had this guy.
Oh,
yammering on.
Polygon.
Yammer,
Yeah.
yammer, yammer.
So,
Oh, that's cool. Oh.
did
Ugh.
Oh, and then they have like the
Yeah,
stuff
you
where
can
you
drink
like,
together.
drink and you get
Woo!
drunk and you like just sway all over the deck.
Let's go shipping.
and then you throw
What?
up on the poop deck.
Yeah.
words,
on
words,
the-
words, words,
Yeah.
words.
And then,
I
Me and Eric were talking about that. Well, he told me there was like things where you can play guitar, like lutes and stuff.
Yeah,
or
you can
whatever.
play with your friends. Everybody, you can like have a little jam session,
And,
like,
like,
on the and make
sing a
sea
sea
shanties.
shanty.
So it's like getting a whole group of people together playing the Zelda songs. Is that what this is going to turn into?
Yeah, everybody's gonna play the ocarina
Oh.
together, and
Uh,
it's gonna be cool.
Cool.
Oh, they do have a plank. I didn't even know they actually were gonna have a plank.
You can't have a pirate ship without a
I-
plank.
But now it looks like they're
That's
just
fu-
diving off of it like it's the diving board to their
Well,
swimming
yeah,
pool.
they're
Well, I
in
mean,
their
that's what I'm gonna
cove.
do.
That's what you do when you're in your cove.
Yeah.
Haven't you ever played a pirate game before?
I don't know.
Man.
Hey, nobody told us if our voices are syncing up yet. Someone in the chat, help us out here. Let
Yeah.
us know if
Turn-
that's fixed.
turn
'Cause,
up.
let's talk a little bit about. This does look cool, though. I mean, just look at the way
Yeah.
that you're
I mean-
carrying your pint around. Them.
Like, oh,
I
now-
want to command a ship that way.
You're just like drunk.
I'm drunk. Oh,
Now,
oh,
if
yeah.
if when fighting you can use your pint to hurt somebody, that would
Yeah.
be cool. Like,
Get off my ship.
It's just, I feel like the YouTubers kind of ruined this trailer for me because they were all just like, yeah, like
gosh.
overreacting to everything.
Being YouTubers.
Yeah. And like
oh,
yelling.
there's a good one.
And then it was just like, oh, shut up. I just want to watch the gameplay. But I think they were trying to convey
how
Yeah.
group
the
Fun
That's
it is.
exciting.
Yeah.
We'd have to come up with our own sea shanty if we were all playing
So
this.
this brings up an interesting thing too, is that Microsoft is working on creating kind of like they're called like clubs, I think. And
Oh, yeah.
and
I
so
saw that.
it's supposed to kind of help eliminate playing with trolls and idiots. And like I know we've played games together before, like Rainbow
Yep.
Six Siege and things like that, where you run into someone who's just like ruining the
I've
fun.
already got the name for the club.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Creepy Tods.
All right,
Nice.
Creepy Tods. Yes. So-
I think they're basically capturing on something that some online communities have already been doing for certain games, like Destiny. Since it didn't really have a good matchmaking system, there were some online opportunities to create your own groups and then
Yeah.
coordinate working with them, things like that. So there's been a few other games out there that do that sort of thing as well, and having it built in with Microsoft will make it
I feel
will
like
be
they
helpful.
tried to do that a long time ago, actually. I mean, because like even like the very beginnings, like way back when I joined Xbox Live, you selected your gamer type or whatever it was, and there was like the social,
And you could see how other
And there
people
was
were
the
rated.
hardcore,
Isn't that-
and then there was like
I know
I
that
don't
they've
know.
got like the communities and stuff on PlayStation. Is that kind of what they're going for? Is something
not
like
really.
that?
No, the communities are just like they're just clans or whatever.
Okay.
So I mean,
Well, it looks like Eric's moving on here.
No,
Oh, Zelda was next.
I was just
yeah.
getting it prepped, you know.
I'm excited.
Crazy's got an idea.
What's that?
In the meantime, you could build a ship in your house out of couch cushions and pillows and bombard your cat.
That sounds like fun. I would do that. So yeah,
I mean,
this
I did that
Your
when I
cat
was like
would deserve it. Your cat
9.
brings home homeless people
well, my cat does what
begging
she
for
can.
money to give you back your cat.
Yeah, this is the new Zelda, and here's the thing: like, people are having a real hard time bagging on Zelda this time around. Because I mean, the thing with Zelda games is they're always very similar. They're always they always just a little different take on the formula, and people have kind of complained about that over the years. To where this time Nintendo has finally addressed that and been like, we're making a different Zelda game. Like this,
Like, get over it, people.
We're taking modern influences. We're making so. I'm sorry, that hornet is flying at me, and I got paranoid. Yeah. So yeah, it just looks like they're you can see all these different influences, and
Oh, it's on your computer screen.
On the computer screen.
All right, who's gonna win?
Wait.
Who's gonna save it?
Gonna distract it with the mouse?
All right. Wow. I don't know if you guys saw that on camera.
We are having an exciting time in the new.
why
in the
is
new
there a
studio.
hornet
Should
in
I
the
go
new
kill
studio?
it? Should I go kill it?
Please.
You go kill it, yeah.
Yeah, you go kill it.
I ain't
Take
doing
care
it.
of business. Please don't agitate it so that it kills us.
This is your castle.
no! I'm knocking her.
Okay, so Jeremy's gonna go kill that hornet real quick while we.
That's on a. Is that on a sheet?
Not with the puppy.
There we go.
Yeah, the baseball
Oh,
bat.
I'm so scared right now.
So-
Please don't break any lights.
Hey, Login Fail 2. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Minute Tub, we're about all kinds of things. Video games, lots of nerd stuff. We like to hang out and talk, and
And
also
kill hornets.
Jeremy's trying to kill a hornet right now, so he's
This
kind of.
is-
I wish we could get a second camera
hang on.
this, but
we gotta go. We gotta periscope this.
just kill the thing.
Just go.
He's scared though.
I'm gonna.
Anyways,
I'll go ahead and say. Oh
Whoa.
gosh! I think you hit it.
oh, you did. Auto Body Guy says, "Rest in peace, emo."
That's a fly. Okay, we're safe.
Auto Body Guy
Did you
says,
get it?
"Rest in peace, emo."
It's under the bridge. I think I stunned it.
He's dead.
So
He killed
okay.
it.
We killed it. All right, now we can go back.
How do you feel about that, Jeremy?
Bam, bam, bam. That's
I love-
He's got a bam bam bat. For
Yeah.
those of you that can't hear because he's not talking into his microphone.
So yeah. Anyways,
that come in handy.
That was fantastic.
we killed a hornet. That was quite scary. Yeah, we're Login Fail wants to know what we're about. Minute Tub's just our name, that's just a thing. It's just our
Yeah.
it's our brand. What
We're
can we
men.
say?
This is our tub.
Yeah.
And
The
you have
hornet.
joined us in it.
He says, "Eat the hornet. Don't waste food.
I'll find
Yeah.
it later.
It's protein.
That's right.
There's starving children in other countries."
Just snap the Oh, I saw something else flying and it freaked me out for a second.
Auto Body Guy says $100 for emo
You know,
for
that's-
killing
that's-
the
Yeah.
killing
Good
it
point.
and living to tell the tale.
Thanks
Hey, did
for
we give
reminding
it a
me.
Bat.
Did we give any tub bucks to any of our new viewers?
Yeah,
yet?
not yet.
Let's give some tub bucks to Fat Stupid Idiot. The most
he's been
intense
pretty-
moment in Twitch history. He says.
Thank you. Tell all your friends.
Yeah, and then Login Fail. Login Fail 2. He needs some tub bucks just for asking what's going on and recommending to eat the
Yeah.
hornet.
Give us a follow if you haven't.
Well, yeah, he gave us follow, so he gets a
Oh, did he?
first guy.
Well, I
No,
don't.
nobody's
I don't know
that
if we've had any
anybody's.
follows.
Oh man, they get extra tub bucks for
You
that.
got to click the heart, and you get
Yeah.
you get 100 tub bucks for clicking the heart.
Instantly.
So we're talking about Zelda a little bit. So what I was saying is that Zelda, they've gone and they made this game that's different than all the other Zelda games, and it looks fantastic. Like I said, they've taken influence from a lot of different games. It's a huge open world. There's like weapon.
It might even be a Zelda I'll be willing to play now,
Yeah.
because I've never been a Zelda fan.
Crazy saying that the follow alert button isn't working.
Oh, really? Oh.
How do you
Since
know,
when?
Crazy? You
How would
followed
you
us
know?
like 10 times.
Let me test it again. Let's see.
He said that he
Wait,
tried
how-
it.
Try it.
I'm gonna test it.
Would you unfollow and follow?
It worked for us.
Yeah. Did you see that?
It worked for us when we followed
We
ourselves.
followed ourselves as a test.
Yeah.
All right, if
so-
there's someone else out there and they try clicking it, let us know. We
Yeah.
don't-
But let's move on. So the weapons
It's a wild boar.
the weapons have what is it called now?
Deterioration.
on it. So they
Oh, look at the leaves.
so you like craft weapons and they break down, and so it's got this kind of survival aspect to the game. There's just
So
a
it's
lot
like
of
Primal.
A little bit. It's taken a lot from a lot of different games.
It's like it's
so there it is.
there it is.
Hey.
Little Jonathan
Jonathan.
17 followed us.
Hey.
Is that?
Thank you.
Yeah, give Lil Jonathan some tub bucks.
Yeah.
Give Login some tub bucks too.
He tried.
Jonathan's not
He
talking,
tried.
but we appreciate you doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, thank you for
Nice.
joining the
What
chat.
are we saying? 50?
Sure. 100.
I thought
for
it was
follow.
100 for follows.
100
Yeah, it's
for
100.
100 for follows.
Okay.
So
Good start.
yeah,
Anyway, so Zelda.
but yeah, so it's funny to see people that have been so critical of Zelda in the past. At E3, different critics, whatever, gaming personalities, and they can't do it with this one because it's very intriguing and different, and it looks like a lot of fun.
Along those lines, me, who I don't like Zelda games really.
You're a Nintendo hater.
I generally don't like Nintendo games. I do like to give Nintendo a lot of crap, but I don't know. They're just not usually for me. But I was like watching this. I was like, oh, this looks really cool. Like I love the climbing thing. Looks really cool with the stamina and oh god.
You can
They have
climb
some-
everything.
The cell shaders on there is pretty cool. The way
Well,
that
and
they
yeah, the
got
graphics look great.
it. Yeah. So
yeah.
what's the main purpose of this Zelda game? Like, what's he?
Well, I mean, Zelda.
Well,
doing?
he's not Zelda.
No, Zelda's the princess that you're trying to rescue. This is Link.
Sorry, yeah.
And typically, I mean, you go through dungeons, right? There's dungeons and you solve puzzles and you beat the boss. But this, they said you can go through the whole game without even you can beat the game without going through a story if you want. You can go very like unlinear. You can just kind of go wherever you want.
Yeah, I saw that.
And you can try. They said you can wake up in your Link underoos and like try to go beat the boss if you want to.
Oh, right away.
Yeah, if you want to, the main boss of the game.
Which
So
you're
there's
gonna
be-
try, right?
So there's
Sure.
going to be a bunch of people doing Twitch streams of how fast they can beat
Yeah,
the game from
yeah.
the
You
start.
gotta do a speed
All right,
run.
so that's in our future then.
Yeah, maybe.
One of our weekly streams, maybe.
Yeah, I'm excited to play this game. I mean, it's not going to
When's
come
it-
out till probably next fall. Probably.
Okay, so it hasn't been the date
that
released.
long?
Well, that's
got
probably
it.
because it's going to tie to the
the NX. Yeah, I think so. I mean, the Twilight Princess, they did that. It kind of released around that.
Yeah, but they
this
released
time.
that earlier. Well, how did they release that? They
The-
released it, and then did they re-release it back on the previous system? Is that
Wait,
what
or
happened?
was it available on both at the same time?
I thought they released.
They
them at different
released
times.
GameCube. The GameCube version came out later.
Oh, okay, that's
the
what
Wii,
it was.
The Wii was just launching, so they wanted it to be like a launch title, and then a
That's what it
GameCube
was.
version came out a little later.
Sorry, guys. Was it Little Jonathan 17 that just followed us?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. I didn't catch it before.
I
and
think so.
I couldn't see him on the viewer page, so
Oh, okay.
I just want to make sure you, Little Jonathan,
Yeah, he's out
make sure
there
you get your tub bucks.
following
So-
us.
Out there somewhere.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a testament to this game, the fact that Trevor actually is kind of interested in it. Like that's
I would
proof.
actually say I'm very interested in
So-
it. So
And maybe this is the thing. People that haven't bought a Wii U and they see this and they know it's going to be on the NX, whatever that thing is, it's going to maybe push people over to purchase the NX.
it's definitely making me consider it. I'll have to
Well,
see
and
how much it
you'll have to see what the console is. I mean,
Yeah.
people don't know. Is it a tablet? Is it a what is the NX? Like
Yeah,
we
because there's
don't
rumors
know.
they were talking
Yeah.
about it possibly merging, all of their markets, really, right? Like with the mobile gaming and everything else.
Yeah, there's been rumors for a while that could be like there.
But
could,
Nintendo though, who knows? Because when they came out with the original Wii, people were like, "What? The game controller? You can swing it around?" Like it was totally different.
It was a gimmick,
So
but it worked
was
out.
it was
paid
a
out.
fun gimmick.
Yeah, for a little while till you realized you could just sit on the couch and wiggle
Yeah.
your wrist and
Yeah, but it's for what is Nintendo. What I think Nintendo's really good for is those party games and kind of group games and a family game where it's like you're playing bowling with your kids and they're having fun breaking your TV with until they got their lanyards.
You stupid kids.
Yeah.
and then the condom.
Yeah,
like,
the condom
thing
came
that
after the lanyard.
Because that was so that you
Uh.
wouldn't crack somebody's head open with it, right?
or impregnate your TV.
Impregnate your TV. That's it.
So, in the chat, are there any other what other games have you seen this week at E3 that are kind of getting you excited?
What was that one with all the zombies?
Days Past.
You're talking about the
Days,
game.
Days Gone.
Days Gone.
Oh my
Days-
goodness!
Yeah.
That they did a live demo of that,
Somebody
right?
taking a shower. Sounds like someone's taking a
I
shower.
have no idea. They did a live demo of that. That
Days-
was impressive.
Days Gone. Yeah, it looked cool.
I think
Although
it's Days Past or something.
I think it's Days Gone.
No, Days Gone. You're right. There
Yeah.
we go. PS4 there.
I don't know. There's some like rumors lingering around that whole display.
Crazy says, how about that FIFA?
Yeah, campaign mode, right? That's
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah, because there's been supposedly Rockstar was going to be out in a big way
So,
at
This
E3.
was
And
the
they
one that you
didn't.
guys were talking
They-
about.
Okay, so I wanted to say something about that. Apparently, there was like a lot of rumors going around because everybody thought I wasn't the only one who thought they were going to announce the Red Dead, but apparently they were there in a big way, and they weren't ever, or they were not planned to being on the Sony thing, at least in the last few months, because there was somebody said something about it on Twitter. They were just like, yeah, the lineup for E3, the Sony lineup for E3 has not changed for the last several months. It's been locked in. So the rumors about them changing things are not true,
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
So I don't know. I guess Rockstar's just waiting to do their own thing.
So they lied about being at E3 in a big way.
No, they were there in a big way, but
Just
just
with
on the
Mafia?
show
How?
floor. On the show floor, they had they had a really elaborate setup for Mafia.
Hey, there it is.
Fail.
Thank
Dude,
you.
It worked.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you for following us. We
Thank you for
appreciate
following.
it.
Skate 4.
Skate 4, that's right, Whisker.
But apparently they had
And crazy.
they had like a jazz band there for Mafia 3. They had like apparently they were there.
They had a
in
jazz
big
band,
way.
huh?
Yeah.
So take 2 was there in a big way.
And that originally wasn't Rockstar that said they were going to be there in a big way.
It was Take-Two,
Take-Two,
wasn't it?
That said
Oh.
they were going to
So
be
see,
there in a
yeah.
big way. So.
Now,
Which-
this Days Gone?
it's
Was
so-
it Days
look
Gone
at this
By? Is that
game. No,
the
it's
name?
just Days Gone.
Days Gone.
That's
This was the one that
Look
when
what
the
he does
trailer
with this
first started,
gun.
you were saying
He
it's
just
like
shoves an oil filter in it.
Yeah,
fleshed
silencer.
out Firewatch or whatnot. Is that what?
No, this
What?
is
Wasn't I think that this was the one that when that
Yeah, it
first
was just
gameplay
kind of the
trailer,
scenery.
It kind of
looked
looked like it.
yeah.
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 It's that Pacific Northwest or Northeastern kind of look or whatever.
Yeah.
Northwestern. Is it Northwest? Yeah, Northwest.
don't
So, yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, here's the thing. We don't know enough about this game. I saw an interview with the developers of this, and they're like, "We're big fans of the Sons of Anarchy."
Can't tell.
And so they're totally kind of going for that biker vibe meets the apocalypse thing. Like it's
That's
about
awesome.
brotherhood and like bikers
All right.
and stuff. So it's like,
So
yeah.
so Jax dies and things
yeah,
go
yeah.
into chaos.
So it's just it's about cuts and
Gollum.
and
Golems.
golems. And
Jeez.
it's like so it's Lord
This
of the
looks
Rings
cool.
meets, but I mean it looks really good, and this part coming up here really sells it with the
Oh, it got
number of
it got
NPCs
crazy.
on screen. But I think like it's. In some ways, though, you kind of hope it has something else, like other
Yeah.
than this trick of look at
There's
all these
gotta be-
NPCs.
It's
like,
got to
yeah.
be like he's going to find his family, or
well, I guess I'm not
there's
even
gotta
saying
be-
story hooks, like
But there's gotta be-
gameplay wise.
Gameplay,
Like,
Yeah.
is it just shooting?
a lot.
Like, is that all
Well, and
this
it's
game
like-
is going to be?
Is this like an open world thing, or is this like a linear, like kind
It
of?
looks like it's less than open world, but it tries to give you the feeling of it. You know.
See, I don't
Yeah, who
know.
knows?
I think it could go either way.
This
honestly,
looks like a
but-
way more polished. What was that one that came out on launch for Xbox 4? The Dead Rising
Dead
3.
Rising.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dead Rising though is like much more about having fun. And
Yeah,
doing
it's
your-
more about
Right, that's what I'm
ridiculous,
saying.
yeah.
This looks like a more polished, like.
Well, it's not. I'd say it's
Well,
more
I mean,
serious.
yeah.
more
More
serious, more grounded, more.
Well, I mean, I think that there's a lot of
You're not going around
cartooniness to the other
with
the
an
other
adult
series.
toy gun.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The other series has a little more of a cartoon art style to it
yeah.
Yeah.
compared to this, at least. So I guess that's what I meant. More polished,
Yeah.
like realistic. I think that's
Oh
what I was
gosh.
trying to say.
Look
But
at
so
these
this is where it gets
NPCs.
really
Holy
cool when they
cow.
just start dumping out of there like
So
that.
this is World War Z, right?
They look, yeah, that's what it. I mean, that's what it. Obviously, they
Jeez.
took that from it, and it looks like they flow like almost like liquid. They just look like
Yeah.
water pouring out of there.
Oh, whoa!
But-
run! What are you doing? Run!
But I just wonder, like, what else? What else is this game gonna be? Like, is it just
Yeah.
this?
Yeah,
is
I mean,
this it?
this
Like,
part
maybe-
kind of reminds me like a daytime version of Call of Duty with the zombies. You know, like let's get them to run around the building enough times until we can just mow them down.
Login Fails 2 says he's sick of zombie games. I don't disagree with you. I think
Yeah.
it's a played out thing, and that's kind of
Yeah.
my concern with this game. Is I hope this isn't
Hopefully,
the
it's
whole
more than that.
thing. Like this isn't like okay, he's putting.
I don't remember any of this.
I don't either. This must be a different.
I think this is
This is a
a
different
stream.
take on it.
Yeah.
So
or just further than
because he
what you-
said it could play out in a number of different ways, so that's
Yeah.
kind
Oh,
of
okay.
cool.
That is really cool. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of have to. Oh, and I agree with you. I kind of was surprised to see a zombie game at E3.
Well,
I was
especially
like-
since they've got
Dead
a new
Rising 4 and this.
Yeah.
a new Resident Evil coming out too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
But it is going to be if it can stay as fluid as it is with that
Yeah.
number of NPCs coming at you. I mean, they're doing something with the game engine that's pretty cool.
So Crazy Legs asks, what exactly does it mean on Patreon that you'll send me a surprise if I pledge $50 a month? Surely you can understand my concern.
You know, someone's going to have to find out.
Yeah, we're not really at liberty, and honestly, the surprise could be personalized to every person that pledges $50 or more on Patreon.
It
a
doesn't.
month.
It's not the same thing.
It will,
know,
be, it will
necessarily.
be worth it.
We realize that's a lot of money, so if you do that, it will be worth it. Trust me, it'll be something special.
It's not going to be a jarred up fart from Trevor or from me. I can promise you
You know,
that.
I tell you what,
Hey,
It potentially-
$10, it'll definitely be that.
It could potentially be a Pringles can filled with poop.
My farts are gold, I will say. So
Ew.
so Trevor's saying that he will only do that for $100 donations.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's
Okay.
really gross.
That is really gross.
Oh, you got attacked from behind.
But yeah, so this, I mean, it looks like it could be cool. I don't know.
It's
My
interesting.
verdict's still out on it for
what
me.
really surprised me, like that was a good example right there, is you're doing this third-person follow, but then there's certain parts that flow immediately into a cutscene seamlessly, like where the guy jumps on him off the roof and then you fall down. So it'll be interesting to see how that
it
works
looks like
out.
it's channeling a lot of Naughty Dog and some of those things. Like even like that little thing there
Yeah.
looked very Naughty Dog, very Last of Us.
Jeremy's not sure what that means.
Well, I mean, it just is very, very fluid in the way it changes the camera, and very.
I was only saying that because I know you don't have a PlayStation, so
Yeah.
Thanks.
they're exclusive.
Very cinematic, I guess.
I appreciate
Very
that.
cinematic, yeah.
Was there a release date on Days Gone?
No.
No.
Look, it's GTA.
So this is what Take-Two was there in a big way with was Mafia 3.
Mafia 3.
Which this is the coolest part to this. Look at how huge this map is.
Holy cow!
There's 10 districts. And then the coolest part is when they zoom in on this and you go to the bayou. Look at the bayou. It's huge. And there's probably gators and all kinds of cool things.
Oh my gosh!
So look at this when it...
Gators, how insensitive.
I know, sorry. But look at... You go down in the bayou and look at this. This just looks so good with the old like church, the old truck. Like it just... come on.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to see any
So-
of this. I'm so much more excited about this than I was before.
This game, it's super ambitious. Like when you think about what Mafia games were before it, it looks
Yeah.
Right.
like they have just gone above and beyond. You know, they could have just settled and went with the Italian Mafia thing again, but they've really like done something
Yeah.
new here. And
Well, and it's like they're kind of almost trying to redefine what you think of as the mob, because it's like,
'Cause there's
you
other
think
aspects of
yeah,
it.
like when you say you think of the mob, you think of a bunch of Italian guys, you know,
In New York.
Yeah.
which I think there is a certain aspect that's in this game.
Yeah,
There is
and it's
that
there.
the Italians
There's the
are in it.
ties.
But what's cool is like I think in this is posted by Game Ride if anybody wants to look it up on YouTube for themselves. But the cool thing about this one specifically is that it shows what you're going to be doing in this game, and it shows like you're going to be disrupting like a big crime boss, and not like you're making money, but you're costing him money. And so it starts like I think it was like at $80,000 or $800,000 or something. There's like a total up in your screen, and you just start doing these missions to start ruining his like drug business, his sex rings, his all this other stuff until like that money just goes down. And it's just such a cool concept instead of just the typical like GTA like, oh, I'm gonna make a something out of myself. I'm gonna be a
So
wannabe
in
crime
this,
boss.
is he actually a part of a mafia, or is he
Yeah.
trying to take
Well,
down the mafia?
he's
kind of
taking
his
down-
own. He's kind of his own mob, though,
okay.
Yeah,
because he like
Hey, that looks like
it is him.
Is that Buddy Garrity from Friday
Yeah,
Night Lights?
It is him. Yeah.
they've
She's like
got-
the anti-mob.
kind of in a way, but he's got like his own mob, and he's got like 3 underbosses. I can't remember what they call them, but I think it was something like that. But that are working with him. That you can like, well, and it's interesting because you can like give them, as you control districts, you can like give each of them like different districts and stuff, and they'll like you or hate you depending on how much you give them and how you treat them. And like, if you get so bad, they can eventually betray you, and you have to go hunt them down and kill them, because otherwise they'll try and kill you. And so I don't know. I thought that was pretty interesting because it's like, I don't know. nice little mechanic there.
Yeah, I'm super excited for
Oh,
this
look
game.
at the cool
It
van.
sounds like what they've done is they've taken the idea of Mafia and the way that they were original stories and kind of taken some of the stuff that really was good from the Godfather games
Yeah.
and kind of adding
Yeah.
and mixing those two together, which does sound like a fantastic... Because that was the one thing, it was like the first Godfather game was really good. I heard the second one wasn't really good. And this...
actually, I'm sorry. I think it did pretty well. I think a lot of people liked it, but I mean, I don't know. It
And I
wasn't
think
like
that
a
was one
raving
of the
success,
things that
though.
kind of felt like it was missing in Mafia 2 was that there wasn't any way of trying to do anything with
Yeah.
building up your own organization or the organization that you're working for or whatnot. So
Yeah.
You're right, Crazy Legs. It's none of your wife's business why you need 3 magic sets. But no, I don't think we're able to bill
No.
Bill under a
Snuck up
different
and
name.
Shot the guy in the face. Yeah.
It looks like they've got some pretty brutal executions in here too, which I.
this game looks
I don't
sweet.
It's so polished that even the UI just looks really polished.
Yeah. Well, and like I love how when you're driving, it shows the back mirror. It seems like kind of a small thing, but I don't know. It just seems nice.
Yeah, it's always impressive when games do that.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited. This is October, right? October for Mafia?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 7th, I believe.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
Ooh. Maybe I'll get some No Man's Sky out of the way before then. What else are we looking at?
Login Fail says, I wish someone can make a prison game with a GTA feel to it. Push X to drop the soap.
To not drop the
Oh,
soap.
to not drop the soap. That's a very important description.
So you got to keep tapping it until shower time's over?
Yeah, you do. Keep tapping it.
I now hear what I said. That's
yeah.
kind of funny.
So, oh gosh, there was a cat down here and it scared me.
Oh, man.
So, anyways, there.
Where are these wild animals coming
we-
from?
First, it was like a hornet, and now it's a cat.
Trevor left the door open.
Yeah.
I wasn't even upstairs. So.
The
Now
cat-
people know we're downstairs from something.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, guys.
This cat came.
Come on, Trevor.
what? Is,
So, anyways,
sorry.
it's yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's the next GTA. You know, prison
GTA.
soap game.
Don't drop this. That's
Although
the
this
next-
game definitely feels like it's got a lot of GTA-esque.
Well, it's
to it.
Take-Two. I mean,
Yeah.
they're it's the same publisher, I guess. I don't know. Does that mean anything?
something like that.
What other games? What other games are we excited about? Anything else that we want to?
I was
Head on.
excited to see that they've got a new grow that grow up
home and they grow up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
because that was a fun game. That was kind of a really short game and whatnot, but that was awesome.
Login Fail says, "You guys kill me. Are you in the woods or something?"
Yeah.
From an undisclosed location in the woods. There's just animals, bobcats and hornets. That's
Your mom's house.
Yeah.
Cats and hornets. You're-
A minute to talk live from your mom's house.
All right, that's one of our next on
We're
location
the
scenes.
best.
That's
We're
great.
the best
Well, I-
dad you never had.
yes, especially Trevor.
Uh-huh.
Actually, no, Trevor's the best grandfather you never
It's
had.
only because your mom called us uncle.
Trevor always brings you sweets. Like he gave me some hot tamales before the show.
Yeah.
That's right.
Do you want to?
I got some
Werther's?
candies for you.
I've got you some hot tamales here, Sonny.
I got some ribbon
Speaking of
candy.
sweets,
Anyone
Trevor.
ever get the ribbon candy from their grandma?
Can I get
It'd all
a
be stuck
refresher?
together in the bowl.
Oh, is Trevor getting us beverages?
Trevor's
Yeah.
getting beverages.
What do we
See,
got in there?
I already seconded it up. Watch out for that dead wasp.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
still can sting
step
after
on
they
it.
die. We need like a second cam that we can just point over.
I
at
see
them.
been talking
some
about
Coke,
it.
some Pepsi.
Tell you what, if
What's
if,
the
if we
diet
get that
stuff?
$50 a month Patreon, we'll name the camera after him.
Mountain Dew Code Red and Diet Barks.
Diet. What was the first thing?
Mountain Dew Code Red.
That's a long thing. I'll take one of them
That's
Barks
a
things
long
again.
thing. I'll take.
So he's already got you a
Yeah,
Coke,
Coke.
so settle down,
Yeah.
Kyle.
Gino's already gotten 2, right?
I have.
You're good.
Thank you for
You're good.
that.
Yeah.
See that hornet?
So yeah, the Hornet's gone. I think we're
Yeah.
safe.
Oh,
Uh,
it disappeared.
Resurrected from the dead.
Trevor, what's let's
Trevor can't. the people can't hear what you're saying, Trevor.
Yeah.
Let's go through our predictions and see how we're doing so
Oh,
far.
How
on
did we
E3.
do?
My most
I
From
anticipated
last
time.
week.
I really sucked.
I did.
So
worse
let's
than
start with
anybody, I
that.
think.
Kyle said that the Zelda release date.
We didn't get a
would be
release date
announced.
for Zelda.
We did not.
Not quite. Nope.
Cuphead. Was there anything
I did
about
not
Cuphead?
see any release date announced for Cuphead either.
Was it even
Cuphead was
talked
it
about?
was it was in the montage
Yeah.
at Microsoft. It
I
was
saw
in,
I saw a
But
new
they didn't
trailer.
talk
I went-
about it.
Yeah, I went hunting to see if they actually had a release date.
Okay.
And I,
I
think-
saw a new trailer for it with the platforming, and
the
it
campaign.
looks so much. It looks so good.
yeah.
Looks so good.
Oh, we didn't talk
You
about
got a buzzer or
Titanfall 2
something for
yet.
this?
What's
Oh.
that?
I think we need a buzzer or something. I think
A buzzer for what?
for if we
You
passed
sucked.
or
Okay.
I'm
got
gonna
it.
find a buzzer. Hang on.
Tugboat. Get the
So
the
you
tugboat.
you failed. In other words.
yeah, he failed.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
We need to make
failed.
the failure seem worse. I don't know why I'm doing this because I failed totally, but
Let me see what I got here.
Do we want to talk about how cool Titanfall swords are?
oh yeah, Titanfall looks great.
Titanfall does look really good.
And what was that other game that looked like Titanfall?
Oh no, that was the new Call of Duty.
Oh
That was
yeah,
the new Call of
Hey
Duty.
guys, you remember that time Call of Duty totally faked you into loving that game?
Yeah, I know. Sony did
Nerds.
such a good
They
job.
did
of
a
that,
great job
of like
that.
just kind of setting
Oh,
the
gosh.
stage and people thinking, "Oh, this must be a new VR game or
This
something,
game
right?"
looks awesome.
Which
It had
one was
flying
that?
spaceships in a Call of Duty.
It was it's the new Call of Duty Infinite
Oh.
Warfare.
That co-
It looks really
It
good.
looks really good.
This game looks like you're playing a cartoon.
It
like
looks
an old.
so good.
It actually looks fun there.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
That's
those
what
people. We're cooler than them.
I was
Yeah.
like looking at it.
no, they're
before.
talking to the designers.
Oh,
Or
okay.
Cuphead, I'm
Again.
guessing.
Let's skip ahead to where we
Yeah.
see some of the game actually. Yeah, it just looks so good. Like it shouldn't. That's so much fun. I want to play that game.
I want to play it so bad.
Okay, so you're saying that Kyle's predictions. What were his predictions again?
Okay, so Zelda release date.
That's a no.
That was a
Wrong.
no.
Yeah, that was a no.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, am I ready?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta play your
Oh.
sound.
Epic fail.
Okay, there you go.
Cuphead release date.
Epic fail.
No Man's Sky only in montage.
Was it in the montage?
It wasn't even in the montage.
No, it wasn't in the montage.
Epic fail.
So
I'm
Kyle
laughing,
gets
and I had
nothing.
no, and I didn't have any.
Hey,
Red-
Jeremy, how'd you do on yours?
Hey, Red Flames, thanks for joining
Hey,
us.
thanks.
We are live.
Yeah.
We are talking about E3 and just hanging out and fighting off the wild animals
Yeah,
that
we
have
give
attacked
tub bucks for likes. You know,
yeah, if you
follows.
follow us, you'll get some tub bucks. They're important.
Yep.
To
Crazy,
watching the
crazy
show.
will inundate with you. Inundate you
Patreon
with them.
has some additional specialties, but check
Yeah,
that out.
Yeah,
All right, so
Okay, so Jeremy,
Eric,
you're wait.
I had
wait.
none. I
Jeremy.
said I don't know what's going on.
Epic fail.
Oh, that's a win. I didn't have
No.
anything
I feel like
to
you get
fail.
negative
You
tub
didn't
bucks
even
for
make
that.
any type of.
That means you can't fail.
No.
I feel
Yeah.
like, well, okay, you didn't even risk
Oh,
anything.
is this two-player?
So
yeah, it looks like there's some
Cuphead?
co-op.
disappointing.
Oh, that looks sweet.
So Jeremy just fails right out the gate with
That's
nothing.
not even.
He's just-
That's not
Epic
true.
fail.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no.
So Eric, you said there will be lots of VR. I believe that was true.
Yeah!
Yeah, Sony.
Red
specifically.
Flames! Thanks for following us, Red
100
Flames.
tub bucks.
100
for Red
tub bucks.
Flames.
to Red Flames.
Oh, that was close.
I'm fine. I just
We're going.
we got a spill. Jeremy, do you got anything?
Nope.
We better
Anyone
get
got
something
anything?
quick.
That was. I'll go find something.
We need something.
We need a towel. I'm blocking it from going. My hands are the dam that's holding this water back.
And it's not.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, watch your language.
I just spilt Diet Barks. It's bad. Hurry, Jeremy. Hurry. It's an emergency.
Crazy Legs has
Are you, Jeremy brought me some sort of a bed sheet. Thank you.
We don't know what is on it or where it's been.
Ew. What's this bed sheet been doing?
Probably clean something else up down here.
Ew. Hey. Thanks.
That was a new one. I never.
My hands are sticky.
My feet are sticky now.
Man, it's been an exciting episode.
Ah! The cat! Freaking! The cat's down here, and something kept touching my ankles. And I was like, what was that?
New studio, and you guys have already brutalized it.
I can't help that there's a cat and a hornet in here.
And Pop?
Well, that was because someone kept touching my ankle and I was freaking out, so I moved to look and I spilt my root beer.
Bummer.
Bummer, dude.
Man.
Oh, that was things got hairy here for a second.
Okay.
I see what you did there.
Jeez, they got
Oh,
furry.
gosh. So all right.
So
All right.
I got the VR thing. I was
So
correct.
yeah,
on
well,
that.
and actually, I was impressed. There wasn't an overwhelming amount of VR. I was a little worried that was all they were going to talk about.
Sony
Yeah.
said, "Hey, let us tell you about all the
Yeah.
VR all at once."
Get it
Yeah,
out of the way.
Sony had a nice little chunk of VR, and most of it was pretty
Yeah.
good, actually. I mean, most of it was Resident Evil, so that was like,
So-
oh, that's pretty cool.
So-
Eric
Sony
said
had-
lots of VR. So
He also said lots of Star Wars.
wait, hang on.
I
He
don't
said
know.
lots of VR, right? So there was lots of VR.
Yeah.
Enough to consider it.
Duh.
Duh.
Winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else?
Okay, you said okay.
Something about Star
I
Wars.
think you said lots of Star Wars.
I said there's gonna be a lot of Star Wars games. Yeah, I did say that.
I don't know if we can give that to you, honestly.
Oh, what? There was the VR thing. There was the EA
There wasn't
thing.
much Star Wars.
the EA thing
There was
a
the
joke.
Lego thing.
There was
There was-
everything.
There was like there was less than 5 minutes of Star Wars in there.
No.
oh come
Crazy.
on.
The one trailer for EA was at least 5 minutes long. And then at Sony they had the VR Battlefront mission. They had the Lego Star Wars game. Which why did they even need to show that? That's coming out
Oh
like in
my
a
goodness,
week or
yes.
They
something.
always do that though.
So I'm just saying.
All right,
like,
fine. I'll give it to you.
so, thank you. There
All
was
right.
I suppose you're negative in tub bucks right now.
yeah. So give me some tub bucks.
He gets 50 for that.
Yeah.
Duh. Winning.
Thank
I
you.
thought we were-
All right.
I thought we were doing 100 each. Are we-
No,
so-
50.
Okay, 50.
We got a Last Guardian release date. We got one, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yes,
did.
we got
So
it.
I got
Duh.
points for that one
Winning.
too.
Yeah, another 50.
So you're 150 so far.
You said No Man's Sky trailer, no demo. Was there a trailer?
There was no
Nothing.
trailer, so I was wrong in there. I lost that bet. So I thought maybe
I'm just going to cut in here before we go to Trevor's. Crazy Legs said if we release bees, it should keep the cats away. So
okay.
That's
we're
an
gonna-
option.
one way or another, we're gonna figure this out.
Yeah.
First night in the studio, we'll get it together.
Yeah, this is.
We'll make sure that all the doors are closed
I mean,
and
it's
no
the-
wildlife
it's the-
come in from
it's
the
the
forest.
It's the first for our weekly show.
Yeah, I mean we've
Whatever.
been in
we
here
did
earlier
we
this
did
week.
have
kinda broke
earlier
it in.
this week
Yeah.
our E3 commentaries.
You did. You
Check
did.
those out on YouTube if you missed them.
Yeah, some except for EA because they nicked us with copyright claims and
They
they blocked
did.
it in everywhere.
What was the one that we got and then we
Did they
we
really?
contested it and won?
Oh, the Kojima trailer.
Kojima.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
we actually contest it?
No,
or did
I
they
didn't.
just
No.
they
They
just
just
gave it back
released
to
it.
us?
They just gave it to
They're
us.
Yeah.
nice. We like Sony.
There you go.
All right, Trevor, how'd you do?
I don't even want to go over mine. but
I do.
I suppose
New Red Dead Redemption.
yeah, come on.
HD remake.
Super
Yeah.
disappointed though. By
Well,
the way.
okay, so yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so that was two,
That
right?
was
Two
two,
epic
so
fails.
neither of them.
Fail.
Yeah.
and you said No Man's
also
Sky
said-
trailer, no demo.
Yep.
Epic.
Fail.
Yep. So I'm
All right.
0 for 3.
So Eric's the winner.
Eric is the winner on
Yeah.
E3 predictions.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
We got to get better next
Oh, yeah.
time.
All right, crazy. We
I
know
sh-
that you haze all the new people, but come on.
What did he say?
He asked 2 questions. Give the guy a rest.
Yeah, geez, crazy.
He may be a cop. We don't know.
yeah, you-
But I tell you what, I think we're gonna address this.
What
What
games?
other games do you guys play?
What-
I think we play everything.
Yeah.
a little bit of everything.
we
a
play
little, bit
of everything.
I mean, we're
PC
not
games.
just so we don't offend Crazy Legs too much. We don't really play many MOBAs. That's kind of not
You
our
know,
thing.
Gross.
we did do a weekly stream of something he was
Jer-
really passionate
Jeremy
about.
played League. I'm not
I
sure
did play
he's
League
sold on it.
once.
Yeah.
Did you sell your account yet and make some bank?
Wait,
bro?
I can sell my account?
I don't know.
That
Maybe.
sounds like
That's
amazing.
what all the kids are doing,
Not
right?
your account.
Yeah, my account. Definitely not.
I'll sell you a level 3 account. It'll be great.
It'll be amazing.
Um,
We play it, I mean, on every console, too, and in PC, and...
yeah, we have all the
Yep.
consoles. We kind of all go all across the board.
What's the last game you guys have all played? So
Well, I just...
Doom.
Last night...
Doom.
Doom
Last
was really
night I
good.
just finished Mirror's Edge. Look at that.
I just played some Fallout earlier today. So
Yeah, Fallout.
There you
You've
go.
been playing a lot of Fallout. Jeremy finished Mirror's
Mirror's
Edge
Edge.
on his stream last night.
Well, I cheated. I didn't want to give away the end cutscene,
Okay, well,
so
you almost.
I almost finished, and then I finished right afterwards.
You suck. Jackass.
Okay.
But I mean, we do.
I always forget there's more to that button.
To address that though, we do a live stream every week. One of us goes
Yep.
live Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Central Standard
That's
Time.
when we play games.
Yeah.
So
This Wednesday.
Well, we all said yeah at the same time. That was weird.
Yeah.
who is next week?
Me.
Kyle.
What are
I
you
don't want
playing?
to talk about it.
What are you playing next
I don't want
week?
to talk about it because I don't know because No Man's Sky screwed up the whole thing.
Oh yeah, you were gonna
supposed
play
to be
no,
then.
No Man's Sky,
and now you can't play No Man's
and
Sky.
now I can't play it because it's not coming out until August.
Which I think it falls on Trevor's week at that time. But anyway,
It falls on you.
no wait.
Yeah, I
does
think
it?
it
Yeah,
falls
Oh
on
yeah,
you.
because I said I should buy.
PlayStation.
I said
less person.
I said I'm gonna buy a PlayStation before then.
You're
just
the
to
only
stick
one that
it to
doesn't have a
y'all.
PS4.
Yeah.
Hey, Red Flames, let us know what kind of games you like to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel like we need to discuss Battlefield 1.
okay, what do you
Because
want
he
to
was-
discuss it?
Because we kind of brought
Trevor's
it up.
back in
but
tail. He's
Well,
backing up.
I have to. I kind of am like. So my initial reaction when it was World War I was like, oh gosh, this is gonna be dumb.
Well, I
Yep.
think everyone
But-
thought that. I think that was pretty
I didn't
universal.
think that.
Like,
I
oh,
don't
they're
know.
doing.
I didn't
yeah.
think
Like,
that.
see, like I feel like most people got turned around by the first trailer. Even after the first trailer, I was like, I don't know about this. But it's just like seeing it, like, and especially seeing a lot of that gameplay with Snoop Dogg, and him not doing anything and smoking weed and stuff.
That really sold Trevor
That really
on it.
sold me. I was
Yeah.
like, man, this is a game I could not play while I'm high. No, yeah, it looks really cool. The way it, I heard somebody say it looks very Battlefield Bad Company 2-ish, and it's just like it looks really fun. Looks like they're like kind of stripping it down to several like the basics of Battlefield, so it looks really cool.
I mean, the one thing that you keep in mind about Battlefield is, at its core, it's always just a skin over Battlefield. No matter what setting it is, whether it's cops and robbers,
Yeah.
They did
modern
have
warfare,
a lot of damageable
1942.
buildings and whatnot. Like when the Zeppelin fell
Yeah.
and it crushed a couple of buildings, and there was like people in there. It was actually that was pretty cool.
Well, and it's like I feel like since it's 64 players now, they're able to they're like Battlefield maps have always been like huge, and these are like even more huge, and it's just like the scale is just ridiculous on them. So it's I don't know, it's really cool.
There's another thing you're forgetting.
Yep. Oh yeah, horses. Yeah.
We get
Yeah.
horses.
Horsey.
Horses.
Horsey.
Yeah. There's horses. There's zeppelins. There's
Swords and shovels
and clubs, and it's gonna be a fun time. Do we ever play games against each other? Loganfeld2 wants to know. Yeah, we do sometimes.
Sometimes
Yeah.
we wreck each other's trucks in.
Maybe that's
GTA.
what we should
GTA.
do this week is play something multiplayer.
Hey, we could do some
Hey,
GTA.
no,
Yeah. Some what?
Crew is available for free.
Oh, Crew is
right
free,
now on Xbox Live.
Oh, that
Yeah,
would
we
be
could do
boring.
that together. Come on.
What a
It
terrible
was-
game to
The
stream.
demo was okay.
We should
Yeah,
all
but-
come here to the studio and play Gang Beasts.
Oh my gosh, yes.
There you go.
I love that
Gang
game.
Beasts.
That
Yeah.
game is so ridiculous.
Remember that stupid wrestling game with
Yeah.
the little guys?
Yeah.
And the,
Yep.
yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. So we'll talk about it. We don't know.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Login fail says yes, please.
For what? I don't know what's yes, please, but
I
maybe.
think
All of it?
all
Probably
of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we.
I mean, the other thing I was thinking.
I mean,
is,
sometimes we wrestle, but that's live role playing.
That's not streamed.
and I don't think that's happened for
boy.
10 years, has it?
Yeah. I haven't.
Well,
One time I tried to wrestle Jeremy, but he was
that
scrappy.
did happen, didn't it?
Uh,
Oh boy.
So
We there's one game we have failed to talk about, and it's on the YouTube stream.
There's
right
a
there
lot
that
of
you-
that's
games
what I'm
that
going
we
to.
haven't talked
I'm getting.
about.
That's why I had
Yeah.
it queued up,
I
Jeremy.
figured we'd kind of wait on that one, so I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll play something. We like to play
Yeah.
games though. We haven't done much competitive because it usually ends bad. Everybody gets their feelings hurt and
It's
stuff.
true.
and we don't-
Especially
you're
Jeremy.
like, you
'Cause
beat me.
Everybody thinks they're better than the other person.
well, I mean, I am the best.
That's
so.
not true.
Hey guys,
Okay,
you
so
should
are we
play
going-
this
are
all
we going with
stealth
this
and
one?
Stuff.
Nah, just hold on. Well, so yeah, is there? Why? What do you need?
Oh, I mean, there's so many games that they announced though
Yeah.
that would be.
Oh, Ultimate Chicken Horse. Oh gosh.
Yeah, we've thought we should play.
Cool.
That's what we
yeah,
should do this week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
'cause
should.
We've
think
played
about
a little
doing
bit of
that.
That is a lot.
Well,
of
that,
fun.
yeah, that
Well,
would
we
be-
could do like several.
Jeremy
games,
doesn't
honestly.
know, so we'll destroy him.
Nope, because
Yeah.
I'm amazing at everything.
Oh,
I
I'm
do.
such a jerk in that game. I
Yeah,
love
Trevor
it.
is an absolute
Like,
piece of crap
you
in
need
that
this
game.
platform to get to the next place? Delete.
Yeah.
He's borderline sadistic.
Let's do it because I don't know anything about it.
Oh yeah, Ultimate Chicken Horse is a great game.
Oh, it's great.
So yeah, let's just go into it. Let's dive into this
All right.
game. This
Oh,
is
so
this is a
amazing.
crazy trailer
You know nothing about the game.
from Kojima, and
Dang cat.
the cat's trying to see the TV. Hopefully, it gets up here on the desk so people
That would
can
be
see
awesome.
it.
It's on the
Her,
prowl.
Him.
Him.
I'll put it up on Twitter.
We were all kind of, we were watching. You can actually see our reaction to this on YouTube,
Yeah.
but we were watching this live, and Kojima comes out. It's a big exciting thing. We're like, what in the world is he going to show us? Then there's a bunch of dead crabs, and then there's handprints in the sand, and
Oh, and they filled with water.
or
well,
water
it's
or
like
oil
it's
or
like
something.
an invisible person or something.
And then there's like a naked dude.
Yeah, because that's where all the hands on his body
And
come
we're like,
from,
who's
right?
this naked guy?
With handcuffs, futuristic handcuffs.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's a baby attached to this guy with an umbilical cord.
Well, it looks like it's like some sort of weird wire.
And,
And
uh,
he's naked with
and he's
handprints
handprints.
on
And
him.
so we were just
See, look, the hands are going around him.
Yeah.
like,
I was so awestruck I couldn't say anything.
and then we see it's Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus!
And,
oh
like,
my
The
gosh!
crowd at this moment
Or
went
like
nuts.
Yeah. Well, it was because they were supposed to release Silent Hills with
yeah.
Norman, and
Wasn't
Guillermo
Gil-
del Toro
yeah.
was supposed to be working with him on this project. And then that didn't work. And was Kyle the baby? Yes. To
Yes.
answer your question,
Yes.
yes, Kyle is the baby.
Kyle is the baby.
Yeah, there, I'll cut
Oh,
to
no,
it there
he's
so
gone.
you can see it.
Spoiler alert!
Now the baby's gone. But yeah, it was just like it was such an exciting moment
Yeah.
because we were just all losing our minds because we all loved Metal Gear. That was a really good game. And it's got like Norman Reedus. So I mean, or
I almost thought we
Naked
were going to
Reedus.
see some more than we saw.
yeah,
There were a couple spots there that got a
Where
little,
got-
are you going?
they
got
got
a little scary.
real close there, real close,
real close to being real personal.
Yeah, they were gonna show us more than the Norman Reedus.
All the Walking Dead fans would have
And then
swooned.
what's this in the sky?
The babies.
Babies.
I
Yeah,
think
the
they're floating
babies.
babies. I
Or
think.
crosses.
I could
They're
be-
really tiny.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
See, when I
quite
first
what
saw
they
that,
are.
I thought it was like the title was going to twist or whatever.
Yeah,
and, like,
so
come
did
out,
I.
but it's
and then
like,
it
yeah, I'm not
didn't,
sure what that
and
is.
you were disappointed.
Yeah. So he did reveal a little more about like kind of what the game is
Oh, did he?
after he kind of talked about. He said he's taking a lot of inspiration from. He says I can't remember what the other game, but he said something about people who enjoy the Division and something else. I can't remember. He said it's an action game, and it sounds like probably kind of a shooter. Maybe not a stealth game. He said there's going to be some sort of weird twist to it though. Like,
Death Stranding.
Dead whales.
So-
That's the twist.
Dead Whales is the twist.
Yeah.
It's such a weird
So-
thing for him to say. It's like the Division. Like
Yeah, I think he just was saying that it'll be kind of a
It's gonna be a game everyone's gonna play.
an action-packed shooter. I can't remember what other game it was.
So he finds clothes or at least guns.
Here I'll look it up real quick. He said, he said according to Kojima, Death Stranding will be recognizable as an action game to players familiar with the genre, but hopes to do something new with it.
okay.
He said Metal Gear was an action game, but it was an action game where you happen to be hiding. There is no genre for that back then, and now it's classified as a stealth game. In that regard, Death Stranding will also be an action game, but will make something new, something different.
Okay.
There's no hiding when you're
okay.
naked.
So he said it'll appeal to fans of AAA titles such as The Division and Uncharted. I can't believe I could
Oh,
think
okay.
Uncharted, yeah.
So I mean, it'll be like an action.
So hopefully
maybe
big
an adventure
world
game, yeah.
and a little bit of adventure.
An open world, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, they did that. I feel like I heard him talk about it's like
So
almost
lots
like,
of loot.
Yes, Luke.
Well, I almost feel like I remember him saying something about it was like a Frontier game or something. I feel like I remember him saying Frontier somewhere. I don't remember.
so
what
there's
it
gonna
was,
be
but-
cowboys.
Well, it's like a futuristic game though, so I don't know if it'll be like.
There's gonna be dead stuff.
There can be cowboys in the future.
I'm not saying that. I mean, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is the one Eric's been excited about for a long
Oh
time.
my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, the Last
Really?
Guardian.
I know nobody cares, but I'm gonna play the trailer anyways.
I'll play it.
A lot of people care. It just
looks
happens
like
doesn't not be me.
I have no idea what it's about.
It doesn't matter. Just
Yeah.
just
But it
to
I
looks
know-
like it's
open
about
your
a
mind.
cat
I know I'll
that can
prob-
fly.
I'll probably end up getting it because I know
Really?
it'll
It's
probably
about
be
a
good.
flying cat.
It's about a dragon cat, and
But-
sometimes they're good dragon cats.
See,
sometimes they're bad dragon
for
cats.
me,
Is this
I-
a Game of Thrones? What is it? I'm confused.
For me, I watched the trailer from the E3 last year, I think it was, and they showed all the stuff. I was like, this looks so boring. And I know it's kind of comes from knowing the developer and how their games.
Is this
feel
the
and stuff.
developer that did Shadow of the Colossus?
Still
Shadow of
looks
the
like
Colossus
it
and
looks
Echo.
like it's PS3
Okay.
quality.
Yeah, the graphics do look like
So-
it was a
Yeah.
game made for PS3, so yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
look that way, but it's
So
prob-
it's not.
it's probably gonna run a little smoother. But I just
Yeah.
this developer their games have always just been really good at just kind of like, I don't know, being different in a good way. Like, I mean, so many games are just, you kind of know what to expect.
Yeah.
And I don't know. See, that's a naughty dragon cat, that one, because it's black.
He's bad. He's
a-
naughty.
He's a naughty kitty.
Naughty kitty.
So I don't know. I'm excited about it. I really liked. Did anybody play Shadow of the Colossus?
I
I've played
didn't.
some of it.
No.
That game is.
I mean, it's-
so cool.
You just go around and take down the 7 Colossus, right?
Yeah, it's there. You kind of go through this. There's 12 of them, or is there 7? I thought there was 12.
I can't remember. I didn't beat it, so you may
I thought
you may
there
know
was
better.
12. But yeah, and it was just there's no other there's no other NPCs. There was nothing like that. It was just
There's a Friday the 13th game.
Oh gosh,
Yeah, that's
I
supposed to
just
be pretty cool,
I remembered
actually.
another game we need to talk about too.
I didn't even see that one.
But anyways, it's coming out. People should check it out. It'll be cool. What's that game? What's the other one, Trevor?
Bottom right corner there, God of War 4.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about this one. This one was a surprise because
Yeah.
they're Jeremy, you jerk. Everyone says nice art when the gameplay
What?
sucks.
What? What happened?
Yeah.
It's true.
You
though.
never played the other games.
When that's the answer. When it's the art looks nice.
Okay, yeah, I
You
get what
know?
you're saying, but it's
I'm not saying that all good-looking games have bad gameplay.
Yeah,
I'm saying when that's the answer to people complaining about a game and
Okay,
they
yeah.
say it's pretty,
yeah, all right.
right?
and that's it.
Okay.
but,
I'll
yeah.
give it to you. But yeah, this was a big surprise because we were
Reluctantly.
watching this
This looks
trailer,
impressive.
and
Yeah.
then you see bearded Kratos come out of there, and
With
you're just
live
like,
symphony.
yeah, that's right.
That's why the Live Symphony was kind of a pretty classy move. I guess
Sony
that's
rocked it this
Yeah,
year.
it worked pretty well. So
But this is another game where you're just like, I for me anyways, I did not want another God of War game. I would be happy if I never played another one. And then this trailer, and I'm
like,
just
oh
so
my
it was the same thing. They didn't say what it was, and when he came out of the shadows, the crowd just went nuts.
yeah. And Trevor, you were right about the camera. It is set quite a bit differently
I
than
thought
the other
so.
games. Yeah,
I thought so, but I wasn't gonna because I don't really know. But
Yeah, it's
I
definitely a
haven't
tighter
played any
camera.
of them.
The old games are great. 3 was really good for what it was, but
Yeah.
they don't really make those kind of hack and slashy games quite that way anymore. And so I'm just like, how are they going to do another one of these, and why is anybody going to care? And then, yeah, this.
oh man, I
and it
love
just
when he
looks-
throws the axe and he just calls it back to him. I don't know.
He's
It's
like
just
the
so
force
cool.
grab to get it back. Yeah.
Well, and
The
just
fact that he could throw it was
just,
pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
I love weapons games where you can be without a weapon or whatever, and he just punches this zombie guy in the face or whatever it was. I don't know.
yeah.
He's just like,
Yeah, like you think,
Oh,
he's in
gosh.
trouble now. He lost that. He lost his axe, but no, he just punches the dude to death. And he's Crazy Legs is asking if anybody's noticing the amount of naked and half-naked men in pretty much every game. Yeah, it's called equality. Crazy
He
Legs.
says he's not
Yeah.
complaining.
You know,
he's just saying.
the gaming
like-
industry was just like,
Last
we got a lot
year,
of naked women.
There was
Yeah.
that feminist who was like, all the games coming out have really nice chick butts in it.
Yeah.
Was there really?
sexist.
Was,
Yeah,
it,
there
was there
was.
really at E3,
Yeah. Well, that's
or was
they,
that just some video
No,
that
it
we
was,
watched?
it was some.
Anita
they've been
Sarkeesian.
complaining about that for
Yeah.
the past 2
yeah,
E3s,
and so they
this
said,
year.
"Here you go. Here's some man butt."
Well, and diversity. There's you look at Watch Dogs, it's African American lead.
Yep.
Yeah.
You look at Mafia 3, it's African American lead.
Mm-hmm.
So
Where's the Muslim lead?
Actually, Mafia.
This is right here, God of War.
He's
Oh, okay.
actually African American.
Mafia. Oh, okay.
No, I think he's actually supposed to be half black, but I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
So many exposed nips. Log in full.
Kratos nips can be used as a backup weapon in the snow area.
Yeah, that's true. He just pokes people's eyes out with it.
Oh, here we go. Here's
So yeah, this part
Here's
is
the fighting.
this part is really cool where he kind of just like takes this.
yeah.
The guy comes down. He throws an axe.
Here we go.
Right here. Is this it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the way he just
wait for it,
two-hand
wait for
over
it.
Pins him to it, and then he just goes and punches this dude. Like whatever.
He's like, I don't need no axe.
But yeah, this is Sony really brought it home with some
Yeah.
of these games. They look great.
He's like, give me my axe.
Was
I
it?
think Watch Dogs is worth mentioning too. I mean, I know a lot of people are like that first game really made them unhappy, and it definitely didn't fulfill the promise.
Yep.
But I'm really excited for Watch Dogs 2. I enjoyed Watch Dogs 1. Behind the hype, if I thought it was a fun game.
I'm very hesitant
Yeah.
about it. I
But-
haven't
Yeah.
really seen anything about it, but just based on the first one,
That was the hacking game, right?
It looks like
Yeah.
they learned
Press
a lot
X to hack.
from the
Uh-huh.
first game.
That's what
X to hack.
Oh my gosh, we're not going to start this again.
Glenn Beck was
Glenn
really
Beck
worried
was
that
all over.
everyone was
Yeah.
gonna be.
Oh no, they're teaching people how to hack.
Press X to hack.
Press X to hack, guys.
Let's stop that.
Trevor, press X to hack.
Trevor, press X to hack.
Gonna beat somebody
But
up.
now you know what you can do. You can press X to hack a car, and it. I just think it's funny that there was a bunch of stuff I was ranting about like a week before E3 about that game, and they did put a lot of that in there. That
So
I
you
said.
should have put that
So,
on your.
I know.
on
I
your-
should. Would have been rich.
Yeah.
yeah.
$10
Um,
bucks.
Yeah, I don't know. Verdict's still out for me. That's one where, like I feel like
I
there's
will
games like this and
lean heavily
Mafia
on the reviews on
where
that one.
I'm like, this game's going to be cool. I'm going to buy it, whatever, but
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of wait
It's going
and
to be
see
a
what the
game
reviews
fly
That's
game.
fair, yeah.
You know,
I might end up getting it just because I love that first one so
you
much.
get every game.
yeah, no, what are
I
you who
do.
are you kidding, Trevor?
You're the one who says, "Yeah, I bought this game like 3 months ago, and I haven't even played it yet."
It's just been sitting there.
Pick things up on
How
sale.
how about a new Forza Horizon?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's gonna be
Ah.
fun.
I was surprised to see that we were getting another one so soon.
Right there every other year. It's on a
Yeah.
schedule. It's the regular Forza, and then the next year they
But
release
had
Forza
the first
Horizon.
Horizon one come out a couple of years before that other one?
Yeah, on 360.
Okay. I guess I'd never seen it before, so
Yeah,
I was excited.
because the first one was on 360, and then the next
One
year
came out with
the
5.
Xbox
Yeah.
One launched.
With
Yeah, it was a
Forza
launch
5.
title.
Yeah,
I
And then Horizon,
love the
so-
way that game lets you you drive to the place that you're gonna race instead of sitting in a stupid lobby waiting for it to go and then just racing on a track.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they're doing a lot of social things. They're kind of really learning. They're like, hey, people want to play with their friends on this game, and so
yeah,
so
and you
Yeah.
can drive a Lamborghini on the beach.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's reality.
That's important. I mean, that's what I want from those games.
I was
you know?
saying I was talking to Eric, and I was just like, I totally want them to do this. They would never do this, but I mean, it'd be kind of stupid, but I think it'd be cool.
Kangaroos.
When you pull into another person's game, that it does like the Back to the Future, like, like fire trail or whatever.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
like,
that wouldn't be.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. I
It
think it'd
looks
be
so
super cool.
pretty.
yeah.
Yeah, these games. I mean, the Forza games. Like, I like to play them, but like 6, it's much more of a sim, and it's like But then after playing Forza Horizon 2, it just was
Yeah.
kind of disappointing because
I don't think I would ever get just a regular Forza game.
I mean, they're great
After
games.
I'm
playing
saying
if you like,
Horizon.
if you like the racing.
yeah, if you like the
racing,
simulation,
yeah.
but this is much more arcade. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah. Oh,
just
man.
it's more fun because you've got the freedom to just go drive if you want, go and do challenges here or there, or you can.
I know
I mean,
you-
if you want to, you can fast travel to it, but it makes it feel like it's more of a game that you can spend time
Well, it's
in
like,
I know
in the
Eric
world.
hates me bringing it up, but it's because they're trying to be a little more like Burnout.
I don't know that they're trying to
Paradise
be like
City.
Burnout.
No, I'm saying they're taking some cues from what was good about
mean-
that with the big game world, being able to drive
yeah,
anywhere.
definitely the open
You
world
know,
thing.
the ability to be in the game
This
with
looks like
other
this actually
players,
has some
and you could
city,
just do
too.
your own thing.
Yeah, I think that idea from Burnout
Yeah.
is probably from Burnout. Here's where you're driving the Lambo through the beach.
That thing would totally die in the
Uh,
water.
But
if
yeah,
it even
that,
got to the water.
that game
I'm
looks
glad
cool.
it's not super.
What?
Yeah,
Nobody's mentioned it yet.
What?
Gwent.
No. No.
We're not going
Steve?
to talk about Gwyn tonight.
I am excited
no, come
about
on.
that though.
FIFA
would.
campaign.
I'll play it.
FIFA
yeah, it
campaign.
was
We already
mentioned-
mentioned it
mentioned
earlier
it.
and moved
Crazy
on.
Legs
No,
mentioned
this
it.
is important, and we just take a moment.
Mm-hmm.
FIFA campaign.
Okay.
Titanfall 2 campaign.
What games?
Wait, what does Titanfall campaign and FIFA have to do
it's
with
like
each other?
there's games that haven't had campaigns.
See,
that are now-
Titanfall campaign looks interesting. FIFA
Yeah.
campaign. What are you doing?
FIFA campaign, it's just the I can almost guarantee you it's going to be the get to the pros. They just retitled it.
I like that Login Fail asked, what games would you guys like to see as movies? And Crazy Legs says Party Hard.
Yes.
Except that's not cool. That happened in real life.
Oh my gosh,
You
Jeremy.
jerk, come on.
It's true though.
What games do you see as movies?
Holy crap.
You disgust me.
Sorry.
All right, we're gonna move
Way
on.
to bring us down.
Jeez.
Gosh.
But that I want to play Party Hard after watching your stream, Kyle.
Yeah,
That's on our
that's
YouTube
fun.
channel. Login
was-
Fail. Please go subscribe to us on our YouTube channel if you'd like. We'd appreciate
What?
that.
He already did.
No, YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
watch our past videos
YouTube
there.
stuff's cool. So there.
It's the Men in a
We eat
Tub. there.
tacos
Yeah.
on there too.
No, we do not, Jeremy.
You,
You
Oh.
didn't eat any.
Oh,
you-
I did eat one
You
taco.
ate like half of one.
Yeah, yeah. I like how Crazy Legs goes, wow, Jeremy.
yeah.
Really? Yeah, for your comments there. Any other
Hey,
game? Any other
I
games?
agree with you, Crazy. It was not cool. We disapprove of Jeremy right now.
I don't know that I like my games.
Spider-Man.
I like my games and my movies being separate. That's the
Yeah.
thing for me. Is I don't know that there's any.
Except for Legos.
I'd almost be interested in seeing what they would do with a Metal Gear movie. I don't think I'd like what it
couldn't
was.
be good enough because
I'd be intrigued
everyone's
by it,
Metal
though.
Gear is their Metal Gear. That's
Yeah.
the problem with making.
I
a
would
movie
like
out
to
of it.
see a Kojima movie,
Yeah.
but it doesn't need to be like Metal Gear, you know, like
No.
it just needs to be whatever he wants to make. But I don't know that I don't know. I'm trying to think of another game that I would like to be a movie. Definitely not Assassin's Creed.
See, I'm intrigued by it. I think
That looks
think
like
it's,
hot
No,
garbage.
It looks bad.
I hate that term. You use that term so much anymore.
That's
hot
all-
garbage. I
that's-
hate that term.
No,
Why-
there are
nuts.
variations like dumpster fire.
There's
that-
dumpster
that's
fires.
used.
Any of
There's,
those.
that
I
one's
don't
hot
know.
garbage.
Fire in a barrel. Fire in a barrel. Use that one.
Yeah, there's.
I'm trying to help you out
I don't
here.
know. I feel like I just started hearing that term, and I just instinctually. I was
Hey,
just
William.
Like, oh, this is stupid.
William, welcome to the chat.
Hey, William Wilder.
Escape from New
Wilder.
Why do you hate that term, Trevor?
I don't know, it
Because
just
it
seems-
describes things too perfectly for you, and
No,
it makes
'cause
your brain
it's,
hurt.
It's just a dumb meaning thing. Like hot garbage. What does that even mean?
It means a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
It
What
means
does a
it's so
dumpster
bad.
fire mean?
Have you never seen a dumpster on fire? It's when you light the trash on fire inside
Yeah.
of a dumpster.
It's already trash.
So-
and then you want to burn it.
and then it's on
so
fire.
Bad.
So it's so bad it's trash and it's burning. That's how garbage it is. That's
still
how.
don't like that.
Well,
I don't
that's
know,
too
it's
bad
just
that you
dumb.
don't like it because that's what that movie is.
You haven't even seen it. You can't judge it from.
I
a
can judge
trailer.
it from a trailer just like you can judge everything from a trailer. You always say that. Oh, I can tell right away from that movie I'm not going to like it because of the trailer.
I
So-
very rarely say that.
Oh, whatever, Trevor. Okay, so we're discussing games that should be movies.
Login fail too says I subscribed. Would you like me to make a sandwich while I'm at it?
Yeah, if you want to. I mean, you can make.
Whatever you want to eat,
I-
and then eat it.
I don't like.
Eric-
I don't like mayo.
Yeah, he doesn't like
I
mayo.
hate mayo, so no mayo, please.
No, mail for me.
Oh, Jeremy wants mayo.
Bro,
Okay.
some mayo
I like
and
mayo.
So
cheddar.
you can put mayo in half the
well,
sandwich.
that's with you. I mean, pick
So
your meat at that point.
William said it is called Escape from New York. What is called Escape from New York?
I'm
Oh.
not sure.
What's he talking about?
Metal Gear the movie because
yeah.
Okay.
like
Yeah.
Kojima talks about, he took a lot of elements from Escape from New York.
That makes sense.
I mean,
Oh,
Snake
okay.
Plissken.
Yeah,
At one
that
point,
does make
he
sense.
disguised himself as Eric Roy Pliskin.
So a game
Although
that
I
does
do
not
think-
look like hot garbage,
I think Login gets another 10 tub bucks though
Is-
for his
is-
Oh,
make
yeah,
me a
Spider-Man.
sandwich.
and
comment. That was
for
good.
for subscribing to us on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, and
Oh.
and if you haven't already, follow us here on,
Whoa,
on
All right,
Twitch.
so this one right here.
Spidey.
I
This
don't.
is a,
I
this
don't
is a
like.
PlayStation exclusive, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
only on PS4, and it looks really good.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. It's like has there been a good superhero game out ever?
There was
Yeah.
actually a good Spider-Man game a long time ago. It
Yeah,
wasn't
Shattered
great.
Dimensions.
It was okay though. It was
right? Is that the
Actually,
one you're
this
talking
looks
about?
really
the
good.
Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions.
Yeah, I think I just don't. I don't love the white spider on his suit. That's my
It is a
only
little weird,
thing. It's a little
I could
much.
get used to it,
but it's
probably,
fine.
but-
That's fine. That's a minor.
I
gripe.
love that shot where he's running through the building. That looks so cool.
Yeah.
Like the little the coffee shop or something. I don't know what it is. But
His
yeah.
takedown moves are pretty impressive.
Yeah, Insomniac makes such good games, and I think about the traversal in Sunset Overdrive and
Yeah.
how you could just get across that city
Oh
so
my
quick.
gosh, I forgot
Like-
about that. That's
Like this game is just like perfect.
But the,
for
but the
It makes
trailer
it
had
bad.
zero gameplay, right? It was just all.
I'm pretty sure that's
video.
all in game though.
I think most of that
Oh,
was in game.
man.
I
That's
assume
in-game.
some of it
That
was
was
kind of
amazing.
cutscene-y, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like the part where he's going to the coffee shop. I'm pretty sure that's in game.
Crazy says he's just glad Spidey is clothed.
Is he not normally?
No, I think it was a reference to the fact that we've had so much male nudity in
Yeah.
E3s.
But it is very tight because
Tight.
it's tight.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Spider-Man's fit, a fit teenager, fit teenage boy.
Oh boy.
No.
So okay. So all right. So are we done talking about that one, or are we?
Oh, you
Wow.
can talk about it more
Wow,
if
yeah,
you want.
just move
Keep
on.
I was just saying. I think we need to mention Steep. Steep looks really cool. That was
Steep
another-
is interesting.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't really
Which
call it
one
a
was
surprise
Steep?
because it was the Extreme Sports one.
it was at the
Oh, yeah.
Ubisoft
Yeah.
conference.
I think that one. I mean, because it's like nobody really. I mean, it's a new IP thing. I mean, it's kind of it's nobody really knew what to think of it when it first kind of. And then it's I was like skeptical at first, and I was like watching it. I was like, this could be super fun because there's like skiing, there's snowboarding, there's skydiving, there's like wingsuit stuff.
Yeah. I was talking to Trevor about that today. I was like, you know what would be cool is to see them kind of like, I don't know how they would do it, but like if they added on to the game and maybe added like
Skate 4?
Well, no, it pops up in the Skate 4, but it pops up like a little menu where you can choose like which thing you're gonna do, like you go on a snowboard or whatever. But like eventually,
What's the things? Is that other people?
yeah, it's open world.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's all
man.
yeah.
It's an open world sports game. So what would be cool is like if it was like, oh, you can skateboard. Like you snowboard down to like some little town and then you jump on a skateboard and skate around or bike. Like if they could add other kind of cool little, extreme sports vehicles. I guess those aren't really vehicles, but
That's pretty cool.
I don't know.
And it looks like it. I mean, it looks like they're really
Base
kind of
jumping.
focusing.
That'd be a good one.
And like,
Well, I think that's one of the things you can do there.
Oh, look at that.
yeah, here we go. So he's the wingsuit here, I think.
Yeah. So you just jump.
And so I feel like this is almost kind of channeling the old like.
Oh, and that's how you get to a mission.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's doing a mission.
See, no,
yeah.
he started it right
Yeah.
then boom.
That's
But,
amazing.
I feel like it's channeling the old like. I feel like it's almost kind of channeling Skate in some ways. I feel like it's
Skate 4.
Skate 4.
like those old. I can't remember what the snowboarding games were, but
Tony Hawk until the last one. Which
You're thinking of
Snowboarding.
SSX.
That was
SSX,
that was
that was-
skateboarding.
well, and it's like so
Death.
he's-
Is it blood? Oh, I thought that was blood for a
Oh,
second.
man.
I think
it's
it
like-
is, isn't it?
I
No.
kind
That
of
would
wanted
have
to
to be.
that was
Snow.
No, I
amazing.
doubt it. I
Um,
want
It's
him
a
to take
huge
a little more
world.
from Skate too, just like because I want him also as well. I mean, well, I'm in 2, I guess, but I want him to like put the broken bone meter and stuff because it looks like they're doing some cool stuff. Where they're like you're wiping out can be cool too, and I don't know. It just looks like a lot of fun. In the open world, it looks really cool. Looks like a lot of fun. Like you could just mess around with your friends and.
Did Bill really say in the chat that he wanted us to talk about Gwent? Or
Yeah, he
is
did
Crazy
earlier.
Lake?
No,
you
he
just want
did.
us to talk about
He
Gwent.
mentioned it.
He did. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Bill here wants you to talk about Gwent.
Okay. We can talk about Gwent.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen as soon as we play something else, card game related. Trevor.
Hey, we'll work
This
on
game. This is called Steep. STEEP. It's a new game by Ubisoft that they.
Yeah,
this
brand
was their,
new IP.
It's not coming out this year, I don't think, but it's kind of an open world extreme snow sports game in a lot of ways. And so we were just discussing maybe they could add other extreme sports to it.
And who knows? Maybe that's some expansion packs.
Uh huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine
again
that's
with
in
the
DLC.
expansion.
You gotta buy it.
Everything has DLC now.
$30
Boo.
for the DLC released every 6 months.
No. So really, are we going to talk about Gwent?
Why not?
Okay.
I don't know. I guess it's worth mentioning, I suppose.
We all had fun playing it when we played The Witcher.
I was a master.
I know
Gwent.
Jeremy spent.
I beat everyone in Gwent.
You
I
did?
I completed in
You
game.
spent way too much time playing Gwent as in The Witcher 3, didn't you?
I did. I completed all challenges, beat all the characters, and I don't know if I collected every single card that was available, but I played it for like an hour and a half at a time just playing Gwent.
Really?
Yeah. And then I'd be like, what did I just do that for?
That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
See, I didn't play much Gwent. I just never got
It
into
was
it.
fun.
I don't think I
enjoyed it.
entirely understood what to do with it. Because I think I was thinking way too much like Magic the Gathering or something. I don't know.
I love that this guy's carrying his deck and he's got his war paint on.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
These are some serious Gwent players.
Yeah.
So does it actually let you like build your own deck and you win
Oh,
different
yeah.
cards
Yeah.
as you go through it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Gwent.
Cool.
I mean, it's
you know,
just
They
standalone
do
Gwent.
also
I
have
registered for the beta.
Yeah, I did too.
They do also have the actual card game.
That wasn't
if
much
you're
of gameplay.
really into it.
I wanted some
You have
gameplay.
that, right,
The
Trevor?
downside
What?
about
Sorry.
that
Gwent, the real card game.
Yeah, I do have the actual physical card.
the
game. It's
downside
pretty
about
cool.
that is that I think it limits what you can do with it just because of how much more they can put through with the cards
Oh yeah.
in a game like this, as opposed to the deck of cards that you've got, Trevor. It's like
Yeah.
you've got basically two sets, and you're probably going to have similar
Yeah.
outcomes
and
every
you have to
single
buy
time.
more
Yeah, I think
sets
it's probably not a
otherwise
lot
if you
to
want to
do.
do more, right?
I don't think they even
I don't
have
know
more
that they
sets.
have
I think
more.
they just have the one.
Why don't they make a Cards Against Humanity card game? That would be fun.
On
Just a digital
Yeah.
version of it.
I think I saw someone
could be
streaming
interesting.
something like that from like a web browser
Well, if they,
a few weeks ago.
yeah.
Like they found some web browser that was doing it, and
Oh, okay. Well, it's probably not licensed.
probably not.
So, yeah, here's a little more of the gameplay, but this is IGN, so we don't really want to just steal their video feed
Yeah.
here, but whatever. So there's Gwent. If you liked Gwent and you want to play it against real people, then cool. Which that could be fun. I mean, you could
Yeah.
be playing against your friends and you're stealing their cards and maybe I see Crazy getting into it big. He
Yeah.
likes the Magic games. He likes the
true.
Magic decks. So yeah, this is anything else.
I'd play some.
Don't tell your wife if you buy
Give
it
it a
though.
try.
Yeah, don't tell her. Are there any other games we missed that we want to talk about from E3?
Well,
don't
there's
know.
one that I wanted to bring up that was hinted at
Was it really?
during Bethesda's E3.
What's that?
That is when they did the little Bethesda software DOS.
Oh, do you have
prompt.
a screenshot?
Yeah,
of that?
go to the thing. It's the first article I've got under mine.
Okay.
And so it was really quick. It was barely on the screen more than second and a half as they were loading. Which game was it that they were loading? Doom?
Quake.
No, Quake. Yeah, the new Quake. Quake Colossus, which also looked pretty good. But someone noticed this immediately. New Colossus is listed there with no release date, and the assumption is that is potentially a new Wolfenstein game, which people were really hoping they would make an official announcement. But I think this is kind of a sly way.
Oh, where it
putting
says
something
New
out
Colossus
there.
there.
Yeah, because it's the
Yeah.
only one without a release date. It's not a game they've released yet.
Okay.
And I believe Colossus ties in with some of the Wolfenstein legend. So
The cat is very interested in
the
this.
cat
Yeah.
is. The cat's like, ooh, what's this? Oh, I like that
New
game.
Colossus.
Actually,
So-
I think it just sees the cursor
It does.
on the TV.
It's the laser pointer.
So, yeah, Wolfenstein was cool.
Yeah.
Make another one of those.
Yeah.
Like,
Did anyone play the Old Blood?
I have it.
I played New
Oh,
Order.
I played it.
That was the DLC, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think you could get they did it as a standalone
Yeah, it was
too.
standalone.
Oh, no, I
okay.
think I only
So,
did
I mean-
New Order. Maybe I didn't do it.
I didn't.
Anyway.
No. All right. Was there anything else? Do we want to
man,
cover?
there were-
I mean, I think Ghost Recon Wildlands looks cool. I
Yeah,
don't
that
know if
does. That looks cool.
I don't know if there's much. I don't know if you guys want. I mean, if you guys want to talk about it, I'd love to talk about it. But
there's also that Detroit Become Human.
Oh yeah,
that looked like
that
that.
looks cool.
That
Looks
had
like
some potential.
that's the next Quantic Dream one. It looks like they're taking their choices and making it like a billion-fold. It seems like.
Yeah, a lot more choose your own adventure than even before.
Yeah.
than Heavy Rain, which it was always kind of like the perception of choose your own adventure, but it never really led anywhere different that much.
William wanted to know who we all are. We give our names at the beginning of the show, but we've got Eric.
My name's
Kyle,
Eric. Hi, this is Kyle.
I'm Kyle. Hey.
Jeremy,
And Trevor.
and we're missing our world traveler in his TV.
Our
Yeah.
special
who
guest.
is a special guest.
He'll be back
Nathan.
soon.
Hey, he'd be kind of bored at this
yeah.
point anyway. So.
You'll check out some of our old shows, and you'll get
You'll
to know
see
us well.
Yeah.
But also crazy with the D&D invite, we're waiting on it as well from Trevor.
Yeah.
So
we
he
still
plays
got some
weekly,
D&D.
but
Trevor-
I don't
Trevor's-
play weekly. I play once a month at
Okay.
most. So
There you
Did
go.
Crazy Legs just name us Paul, Harold, Oliver, and Tim?
yeah.
I think so.
Which one's Harold?
I
And
think you're Paul.
I'm Paul.
I'm Harold.
Uh-huh.
Oliver.
Oliver.
Yeah, that
And-
works.
And
The emo.
we got Tim on the end there.
Trevor kind of looks like a Tim.
yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
cousin
Yeah.
named Tim.
He did say
Me
no
too.
particular order, so
Oh, okay.
we can be who we want to be.
But that is the order.
Yeah, that's the order. It's just what sticks. Yeah, and
Are
When
we
is
going to do
Nathan
any of our
back?
stories?
that's
at
what's
all?
cool is that our likenesses are on the wall now.
Yeah.
Our little
Got our little.
thanks to Metal Geek wherever he's out there.
Yeah.
he's-
That beautiful
I
spirit
haven't-
floating
haven't-
out there. We haven't seen
We
him in a
haven't
while.
seen him in a while.
Yeah.
We hope all is well. When is Nathan back? Is that next week?
I don't know. We'll figure that out. We won't worry
Yeah,
about
I
it.
can't remember.
So, anyways, I think that about covers it. Wildlands
Yeah.
looks great. That's a game.
Wildlands
That's a
cool.
game that we got to play together, or we don't play it at
Yeah.
all. Like, there's no reason to play that game unless we're going to play it together. So that's the one we need to decide on if
Which-
we're going to play
which
that
one?
game. Wildlands.
Wildlands, yeah.
But we all know that
Okay.
Jeremy's going to get that game, and then
So
he's
he'll
going to
go
go
and
like
beat it.
way ahead of everybody, and
And
no one's
then-
going to want to play with him.
See, I was looking at you, and you knew what I was thinking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You
So that's
knew
what
I
I'm
was
saying,
thinking.
Jeremy. When Wildlands comes out, you only play it when other people are playing with you.
You know, I
don't
tried doing that. I tried.
No, you did
doing
not.
that.
No, you did
I
not.
Tried.
Because someone
doing
couldn't play with you
that.
for 2 days, you
No,
got upset, and then
no,
you
because
rage
this guy
played
didn't
through
play
it.
for weeks.
That's not true,
That's
Jeremy.
not true.
That's not
and
true.
let's just be clear.
You're
here.
making that up.
When we all play together, we do well.
That's
when we
true.
don't play together,
We have fun.
things. No.
We
things,
don't have fun.
things are destroyed, like the Division,
Mm-hmm.
or like Halo 5. When Trevor decided to bail on the last
That is
mission,
true, actually.
Hey, I
and
had-
it took us
Yeah, and he goes,
forever.
I
you
had
guys
things
could
to
just
do.
finish
I was
it.
sleepy.
I can't remember
Yeah.
what it
You were
was.
sleepy.
F buck.
Date with a grandma.
So, I had okay. So there's a couple more I wanted to mention.
Sure.
And the one of them's not necessarily talk worthy, but like State of Decay 2 looks really cool.
Yeah.
That was
Multiplayer. That'll be nice.
the multiplayer was like the one missing thing. Well, I mean, the whole game, the first one could have used a little more polish, but like the multiplayer is going to make that game so much cooler.
I agree.
Gosh, what was my other one now?
I know we kind of mentioned it.
So
I'm
William,
hoping-
I'm going to cover this
Oh.
real quick. Red Dead Redemption. We've been talking about that tonight.
I
No,
know.
there was Take Two said there was going to be a big presence at
Do you have a
E3, but we've
disappointed
kind
on
of
there?
like
That would be awesome.
we've kind of brought it.
Epic fail.
We've kind of realized that now it's because of they were talking about Mafia 3. That was their big
Yeah.
presence
Yeah.
at E3.
We're
so
just as disappointed.
no Red Dead news, but see, I feel like Rockstar is kind of the company that when they're going to announce a big game like that, they don't use E3 for that.
They want their own platform.
They're going to just put
That's
out
what-
a stream and do it.
Yeah, I guess the only time they've ever announced something at E3 was when they were doing the remake of GTA 5. So
Yeah, and when it went cross-platform, I think
Yeah.
to Xbox.
Yeah,
at GTA 4.
That makes
was
sense.
a-
That's just more news.
yeah, Bully 2. I'd
Yeah.
love to see them do Agent.
Oh my gosh,
I
Bully
think
2.
Bully
think
2
we'll
would
get-
be awesome.
I know I shouldn't predict because my prediction was totally wrong, but I think we'll get something soon.
Hey, the Gentleman's
Gentleman's
Club.
Club. Hey, yo.
Tiny Apples. I have no
Gentlemen.
idea
sure
what that means. But thank you for saying Tiny
E3
Apples.
was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, E3
Yeah.
was.
Thanks
Great,
for
yeah.
joining.
Yeah,
Give
It-
us a follow
it was-
if you haven't already.
it was a great show this year. We've been going over all the games. and
Sony was
things.
by far the best conference, though.
Yeah.
They put on a show.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft was definitely the best.
It
at
was
first.
strong. It was a strong.
It was a very
showing.
strong showing, and then I think Sony came on. and
I
just
think
kinda-
Sony. Okay,
They
so
did it different.
it's maybe unfair to give all that credit to Sony because they had a bunch. They had like a handful of really great like hits.
Hey,
William,
thanks for the follow.
thank you for following
Give
us.
us some tub bucks.
100 tub bucks.
100
to
tub
him.
bucks to
Yeah,
William.
Thanks, gentlemen. Or William.
Yeah. So,
Hey,
hey, the Gentleman's Club.
100 tub bucks.
100 tub bucks to the Gentleman's Club. Keep it up. This is fun. So, yeah, I think it was just like there was like okay, they had the new Kojima joint. They had God of War which actually looked good. They had
when Kojima came on stage.
the Days Gone thing looked interesting. I think they had a few, but some of the stuff wasn't that great either. Like I mean, there was, and
No,
when you
but
think
they
about
did
a
it
span
as
of
a
an hour
show.
and a half, it wasn't like they had this crazy amount of games. It wasn't like where Microsoft did, to their credit, kind of have pretty steady. Here's a good game. Here's a good game.
Yeah.
Here's
Well, that's what, like,
so
Here's
yeah,
what
they
I-
pushed
The
out
Gentleman's
a ton of
Club
games in there.
did make a point. Sony opened up with a whole orchestra. That's
that was
class.
super classy.
It's
yeah.
not just the orchestra though. They opened up with live demo gameplay
Which was cool. Yeah,
with the orchestra.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
they were like no bones about it. Hey, you guys want to have more gameplay? We're going to show you that. Forget the trailers. I mean,
Yeah.
they did trailers later, but they really focused on that, and that's what I think I like the most.
Gentleman's Club says he almost cried when Kojima walked down. Yeah, if you watch on our YouTube channel, we were watching it live. We have a video on
Emotional.
our YouTube
Oh,
page.
man.
Search for the men in a tub, and we we all freaked out. We lost our minds because that was it's just so exciting to see him free from his Konami overlords.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to say, because I saw this too, there was a picture of Konami's booth at E3, and it was like dead. Nobody was there.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that
Give
too.
him the snub.
Well, there's
Way
no
to
games.
go.
I mean, Pachinko isn't really big. At,
There was-
with the
They're doing Pro Evolution Soccer, I think, is their only thing left.
yeah, soccer. So, well, I mean, FIFA's got it that cornered with the campaign this year, so
right.
it's fine. It's not. Yeah, but was there another game you wanted to hit, Trevor? I thought you were looking at your list over there.
For Honor. I mean, and there's not a whole lot. They showed some gameplay. I don't think they've showed any gameplay before.
I just can't get over that. That just looks like freaking whatever. You can't even say the name
Dynasty
right.
Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors. And so that just kind of turns me off. I'm like, I don't know that I had never liked those games, but
I mean, I might wait and see what reviews say maybe, but like I think it looks pretty fun.
graphically it looks great.
Yeah, it looks great graphically. Looks interesting. So
Gentlemen's Club wants to know what our top 3 games of the show were. Let's go on down the line. Who can name
Trevor,
them?
top
start it
3
off.
games.
Yeah, let's go.
Why do I
Trevor.
have to go first?
Because I didn't see everything, so I've got to collect some
my
thoughts.
names.
Yeah.
I mean, I
names
can't.
for
Okay, I'll
games?
just go. I'll try to go the best I can. Like the best I. Let me see. I'm obviously Death Stranding gets my number 1 because I don't know what that's about, but I don't care. So that one goes number 1 for me. That's easy. Because Kojima is awesome. Gosh, the other 2 and 3 are going to be hard for me because I'm not even looking at a list. I'm thinking of everything we talked about tonight.
I've got some of a list.
Let me look at what Kyle's got here because I'm trying to think.
I think I may actually be able to
Go
narrow
for
down
it if
mine.
you know. If you know.
I'll say Death Stranding. I'm not going to put on my list because I know it's going to be on at least 2 of these lists.
Mm-hmm.
And without knowing a whole lot, I don't want to put it in there, even though I'm sure it'll be a great game.
Yeah.
I'd say as far as like what I'm intrigued by, I'm just excited. There's another Horizon 3 coming out. I did not expect that because I'm dumb. And then I think
Not real
Detroit,
familiar with patterns.
Yeah, now that I'm familiar with the patterns,
Okay,
I
yeah.
will expect that in 2 years
Uh-huh.
again. Detroit Become Human, the trailer that they showed for that was the first I'd heard of that game, and that looks very intriguing.
If you like
whether-
point and click adventures, you'll love it.
is that all it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that just kind of fell off a little bit. And Zelda, the
Zelda.
Breath of the Wild, that, and I'll change out Detroit, and I forgot about Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
That one looks like that'll be pretty sweet too.
Yeah, if we're leaving Death Stranding off because of it not knowing what that is, then yeah, that would be it easily Zelda's number 1 for me. Sea of
Right.
Thieves goes on there.
Well, and I figured Death Stranding's going to be on at least one
Yeah.
other list down there.
Yeah, Trevor,
Actually-
Jeremy, what do you
actually,
guys?
I don't think I'm gonna put it.
So yeah, I mean, there's so much I don't know about it. I think it could be up there, but it's one of those where I'm excited to see where it's headed. But I'd say I'm really intrigued about Steep. I love those kind of sport-ish games.
Yeah.
And
That did look pretty sweet.
yeah, so I'm super excited about that. And then I would say, Call of Duty.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it
forgot
just
about that. It did look really good.
it's like when we realized what they were doing to us, it just,
At the Sony
at
conference.
the Sony conference,
Yeah.
I was just like, and everyone was dead quiet.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just kept going, I hate you for doing this, but I can't help but like it now because it does look good and it doesn't look like Call of Duty.
I think
it does, but it doesn't. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
they did a good job of presenting that to people, and I love how at the end of it, the crowd almost refused to applaud
Oh,
it
yeah.
because they were mad that they got tricked.
But they were like, but you knew they were like,
We all thumbs down that on YouTube.
yeah, but they're like, but it does look good. So
Uh-huh.
what do we do?
Yeah.
So I'm super excited about that, and I think Battlefield will be exciting as well. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what mine.
Trevor,
Okay, so I feel like I have to say honorable mentions of.
honorable mention.
I don't know. There's like
Just give us 3.
okay. So my top 3. Number 3, God of War. I think that game looks really cool.
That looks really cool.
Number 2, okay, actually, sorry. I have to say, I think number 3 is probably Call of Duty, just because that game, like, I didn't know what to expect from it. And
That's a
it's
shock for you
I
to
think
say that.
I have
Yeah.
to. I don't know. That trailer made me really excited for that game. And it's not. This isn't to say I'm not excited about. Like, I'm really excited about to see what. Whatever. But
Now, if they add
number
zombie
2
mode in space, it's getting a poo-poo platter.
Number 2 is God of War. Then, and number 1, I have to say, Legend of Zelda. I think that looks really
Wow.
cool.
Whoa.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
So-
that blows my mind.
Did he just really say
Wow.
that?
I
Yeah.
did say it.
That's awesome.
that-
Someone's buying an NX.
I probably, I don't know.
Wow.
I feel like it won't be enough to, like, depending on the pricing model. It might be. I don't think one game would be enough to justify me getting it. Close, but I don't know. Depending on the price, but yeah. And that's not to say I'm really excited. I think I'm really excited about Ghost Recon Wildlands still, and I'm really excited to see what Death Stranding is doing. And you know, I'm really excited at a lot of the games there, but I think those 3 games really kind of shine.
My
for
thing
me.
for Ghost Recon Wildlands is that I to have the experience that they're selling, you really have to have a committed group to play
Yeah,
that game.
you really do.
And if you don't have that, it's not going to be very much fun. I don't
See,
think.
All the
and
I
that's-
Tom
think-
Clancy stuff is going that way.
I know, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like,
I think the thing about the Wildlands though is going to be a bit different about like the Division. So the Division, I felt like it had this like level-based system that made it so constrictive. Like it's like even
Yeah.
like 3 levels like beyond, it was just really hard to play
pair up
anybody.
with people. Yeah,
and it just wasn't fun. But I feel like this is more like a loot-based kind of deal. And it looks like it has some sort of leveling system, but I don't think it'll matter. I'm sorry, I don't think it'll matter as much. I've been like burping a bunch.
well,
So-
real quick there, Crazy Legs, to
Hey,
calm you
White
down,
Husky.
to calm you down there. Zach Efron was probably paid to be there, so it might
Oh,
not
he
be
was
That is
most
true.
definitely paid to be there.
Hey, and welcome to the chat, White Husky Gaming. Thank you.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
We're
Give us
talking
a-
about E3, going
Jump
over our
in.
top 3s.
Don't
Jump
worry
in.
about crazy hazing you.
We've got a couple from the chat here. The Gentleman Club said that their top 3 was God of War, Battlefront 1, and Death Stranding tied with
Battlefield.
Resident Evil 7.
Okay. See, Resident
Okay,
Evil
yep.
7 has
That
me
was
intrigued.
I
Because-
really hope that goes back to some of the more
Yeah,
classic
the
horror type of
Kind of
stuff.
classic horror. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
It looked like it took a lot of cues from like PT, where Silent Hills was going. So
Autobody guy says he thinks that the new Xbox looks like it's worth buying, which
No,
I think.
he wants to know if we think it's worth
Oh,
buying.
if we think it's worth
Yeah.
buying.
If you don't already have one,
yeah,
then yeah,
If you don't
probably.
already have
Well-
one, you're in the wrong chat.
listening to Phil Spencer
no,
talk.
No, you're not.
that's not what. If you
Don't listen to Jeremy.
if you don't
insult
have
me.
if you don't have an Xbox One because you have a PS4, you have something else
yeah,
that you
because
don't.
I don't have a PS4, so I get it.
I think it's fine, but if you've got an Xbox One and you're actually thinking about upgrading, I'd say wait to see
Yeah.
what the Scorpio is, because that's
Yeah.
probably going to be next Christmas.
Here's
Yeah.
where I'm on
Mhm.
that. I've got a day one Xbox One, and it's starting to have some issues. I'm starting to get some freezes if I've been playing it for a couple hours. Overheating, basically, where it starts making a weird clicking sound, and then everything
This
freezes.
is the
Your
part of
Xbox
show.
does?
This is the part of show where Jeremy justifies him buying an S.
No, yeah, exactly. But if it fails before the Scorpion comes out, I'm gonna have to have something.
Yeah.
So I'll probably get it, and then maybe it'll go to GameStop as a trade-in
Yeah.
for a scope reel.
So see, I'm gonna make the same stance here. I'm gonna try to catch up on all the chat here, but I'm gonna try to. Login fail says PC baby. I
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of agree with that. If you're in the market for an Xbox One, I mean, you're not going to get a PC for as cheap as you are as the S, so that's a good deal.
Oh, you
Go
did
for
make
it.
a comment about that.
Yeah.
With
But
the
I-
games being cross-platform with
Yeah.
Windows 10, it may make more sense to get a PC if my Xbox One fails.
Yeah,
That might
because
be
you
true.
can just get the games that are first party on that, and then if you get a PS4, you can get their first party stuff.
Yeah.
We did have another one. The Gentleman's Club gave his top 3.
Nice.
Or no, we already went through those. Crazy Legs said that his top 3 were Gwent, FIFA, and the Norman Reedus one. Oh, and Zelda.
Yeah, Zelda.
Yeah.
Um,
And to answer White Husky Gaming, do you like Pokemon? I never played Pokemon until the not the remakes that were released on the DS, but the one before that. What was that, like Ruby or
Ruby and Sapphire?
I think.
Can't remember.
And I actually enjoyed that. I didn't think that I would, but I actually really like that, and I'm kind of looking forward to this new Pokemon game that's coming out, Moon and Sun. I think I'm gonna go with Moon.
That's specifically
But,
on the
The DS,
DS,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
I have to
So,
say that game. I'm excited for it, but that presentation was super.
that
boring.
was super lame.
I was
Holy
like,
cow!
oh, gosh.
Nintendo's presentation on that, they would not shut up about it. Yes, it's a Pokemon game. We understand it. Just move on. We'll get it. It's fine. We'll buy it.
Speaking of that, one other thing that we didn't talk about: Stardew Valley is going to be coming
Yeah, Stardew Valley
to
on
consoles.
Yes, that's coming to Stardew Valley. If you've not played that game is so good.
Is that going to be a cross?
I don't think so. I don't.
Oh.
That's not a first party game. So
that's
it's an
true.
indie game.
Yeah.
So
Well, we
let's
got-
see.
Got
Let's
a
see.
book going here.
We're getting
Whoa.
a lot of going on here. I don't even know where to start.
I might have to agree with you, Crazy. I think I might be a Bulbasaur guy myself as well.
So if you don't have an Xbox One or a PS4, shall I wait to buy the S or Scorpio? No PC. I mean, that's a tough call because PS4 is talking about the Neo that they didn't talk about it at E3, but there's rumors that thing's coming.
I was actually surprised they didn't talk about it.
The thing that they're saying about the Scorpio is that it's going to play the same games as the S. So it's just that the S or the Scorpio is going to be able to play it on 4K if you're going to get a 4K TV or you have a 4K TV. And it's going to potentially support VR. So if those are things you're interested in, hold out for the Scorpio. But I mean, at $300, the S will hold you over for a while if you're just set on getting it. Also, the PS4 is a great console as well, but I would wait and see what their upgrade is going to be if you're even going to consider it at this point. Do you think Nintendo should open up to third party? What do you guys think about that? I think that Nintendo probably won't do that because they've always made hardware and that's what they like to do. But they are going on to the mobile store, so they're releasing games on Animal Crossing's coming to your iPhone or Android device. I think either one of those, and that's going to be fantastic. So
Yeah.
It could work out well because I think that may a lot of the games that they tend to do would be driven well towards the mobile as long as they can get it functioning to play.
Yeah, they'll bridge the gap there. Did anybody read Husky's large message there?
Yeah,
it's a Pokemon.
His
I think.
first
Okay.
large message?
Well, there's only one. Oh, okay.
Hey, just,
Oh,
There's two of them now.
there's another one.
Okay.
we like this.
Did anybody read those? That can surmise.
Trevor, you read the first
That was
one,
a-
right?
It was the same thing.
See,
Oh.
you're talking about specific Pokemon. Honestly, I don't know anything about those. I
haven't had a DS to be able to play any games since Red and Blue, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm way behind, and I wish I could play more.
I've played them, but I haven't played enough to really become familiar with the Pokemon. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're talking to the wrong guys, I guess. I mean,
Yeah. But yeah, so there you go. That's kind of where we're at on some of that. Yeah, PC's a good option. I mean, if you can kind of even
That's
start
what-
out small and kind of keep building on it.
it's like I feel like to get anything that's decent, I feel like the PC probably has a high initial cost, but after that, the maintenance is a lot cheaper than
Yeah.
because instead of buying a really expensive console every
You just buy a really expensive
You
video
just buy a
card
very
every
expensive video card.
6 years or something.
but you don't need
Oh, no worries there with White Husky Gaming. We haven't played all the games. That doesn't make you a nerd or anything. We all play tons of games, so
Yeah.
I am a huge
Trevor
nerd,
gets
so,
just
yeah.
as excited about I don't even know every game.
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
throw money at that.
I've been trying to contain myself from talking about Star Citizen. So
GTA Vice City remake. That would be kind of cool. I think. I mean, they released it on the mobile stores, like for iOS and stuff. So I'm not sure that they're gonna go and remake that. But
It sounded like there were a lot of people that thought they might be doing a new Vice game just in general.
Kyle, you look like Keemstar says.
Yeah, thanks,
made
M8A1.
Hey, thanks.
I don't know who Keemstar is though.
M8A1
I'm
is
gonna
up.
Google it
You were gonna Google.
because I'm not
Well,
sure.
thanks
who
for
that
joining
is
the
either.
chat. We appreciate that.
is OP. I think.
Give us a
Maybe
like
that.
or a follow.
Click
I
the
will
heart.
say I want to talk about Gentlemen's Club there. Here's the deal. I think it's pointless to do remakes, make them prettier, graphics, whatever. And maybe that's just because I'm not someone who goes back and plays old games. I'm keep plowing forward, play the game, beat the game, move on to the next game kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Thank you for the follow. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
I got work to do now.
Give him $100 for that. We appreciate the follow. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
$100.
that's my thing. I mean, I've tried to play some of them because of the nostalgia, and I just can't get through them because it's like I've done this before. Move on. So that's just me.
There's certain remakes that I wouldn't mind revisiting, but it's just like it's not always.
If they
top
did a
of
Red
mind.
Dead Redemption remake,
That would be kinda
I would be
cool.
all over that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I just have too many new games that I want to play to go
Yeah.
back and play old ones.
Pong 2.
Pong 2, that
that's
that might be a good one.
That's the sequel we've all been waiting for. Yeah. So there's a lot to digest with E3. There's so many. I think everybody's top threes are pretty diverse, and that's exciting. And
Yep.
there's going to be a lot of good games, and I'm excited to play
Yeah.
all of them, all of the games,
All of the games.
All the games.
even just remake them. Sure, whatever. We'll play them all.
As long as it has a grappling hook
Oh yeah, this is the year of the
Campaign
grappling hook.
mode.
Campaign modes are important.
and there's got to be something else that's super important.
I
Naked
I
men.
forgot about
Nipples.
Titanfall and
Nipples.
its campaign.
Yeah, Titanfall's got a campaign. I'm super curious to see how that turns
Yeah.
out, what that's going to be like. I mean,
What was that other game that had a lot of Titanfall, like the Titans in it, but it wasn't
Hawken.
Titanfall?
They didn't really talk
Hawken.
about that much.
actually looked really nice.
Yeah, that's on the PS4.
But anyway, we didn't get much info about that.
exclusive,
Just
so
a
Hawken.
trailer.
Yeah, so hopefully.
Did I just read that right? Gentlemen's Club saying they're going
Yeah.
to make a Tetris movie.
It's in the works.
Yes. Well, they're
I have
making,
no idea how that's going to work.
Sony's making that emoji movie too.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
still coming out.
We're living in the age of golden movies.
Yeah.
When,
You know,
when the likes of Angry Birds is a movie,
yeah.
which I haven't seen and
I
don't
haven't
know if
seen
that
that.
was any good either.
I don't know. I was just thinking. I feel like I can give him the benefit of the doubt just because the Lego movie was so good. But it's
a
like,
movie
yeah.
about falling blocks. At least we know the soundtrack will be good. That's what that's all I got to say. Yeah, Adam Sandler was in. Speaking of Adam Sandler's Pixels, I turned that on one
Oh
night
no!
and I fell asleep. So I don't know how that ended, but yeah. There should not be. Yeah, I just.
The sad part is that
Yeah.
there's
With
a
the
there's a
chat
man
here,
in there
can't do
that I
that.
was
Well,
I was sad to see was actually in that
Peter
movie.
Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage,
Peter
Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. Oh, sorry.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they're making. Are they doing a TV show or a movie of Ready Player One? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't really know much about that, honestly. I was kind of hoping somebody else knew more.
They don't. I mean, video games. Like the thing is, like video games, they thrive in their own little narrative.
Yeah.
They just
Well,
it's cool. It's interactive media. It's fun. It's a thing. It's its own
you.
thing.
I think they
Yeah.
haven't cracked the because it's like there's like the several forms of experiencing storytelling. There's the interactive video games that kind of enhance like make you part of the story. There's reading, which is like all in your head and like I don't know. And then there's movies, and it's like I feel like people don't respect that these are three just like completely different mediums of storytelling. And I suppose songs are another way of telling. And so
Wait,
I think-
Steven Spielberg is involved in what?
In which
Is that
movie?
Ready Player One?
I think he's involved
Okay.
in Player One. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's
I
crazy.
don't know. Yeah, I think people either need to lay off on the video game movies or just
I mean,
take time
you
to
look
figure
at
it
you look
out.
at movies like Naughty Dog's like Last of Us, and that would make probably a pretty
Yeah.
decent movie. But Hollywood would just ruin it. It's like they would be like, oh, we can do it better, because we're Hollywood. And then
Well, I think it's partially because
But it would almost sometimes maybe things like that would make a better TV series or something where it can be drawn out. It can you can let the story, the character
Maybe,
stuff
yeah.
like develop a little more.
percolate.
But let's see, what games do you think have the best storyline? Well, I think I just mentioned one that I think the Naughty.
Yeah.
Although I heard on another podcast, I was going to say Naughty Dog, but I heard on which Crazy Legs will get a kick out of this. I heard on another podcast where this person wrote in, and they completely took an Uncharted 4 story and said how it's identical to National Treasure 2 with Nicolas
Are you
Cage.
serious?
They said the plot lines and everything, like the beats
Wow.
just hit hit that story exactly. So they're like,
That's impressive.
Naughty Dog pretty much ripped off National Treasure 2.
Well, they picked a good movie to rip off.
And it's funny to listen to it because they're not wrong. There's so many things that are very like similar in that story. But I do feel like The Last of Us is like a really good story. I can't. I don't know what.
I'd raise it the Declaration of Independence.
yeah.
Firewatch.
Firewatch was a great story.
Firewatch could be a good movie.
That one, right out the gate, it just like kind of guts you, and you feel
my
like
goodness.
really
I
emotionally invested in
I
that.
think the
like-
problem with that would
But it
be
would make a
would be
great movie,
so
though.
hard to get that same kind of emotional.
In
See,
that
that's
film.
what I
Yeah.
say. I don't
Ooh.
think that one is purely a game experience. I think it would lose something.
But they
translated to
tied
film.
in the reading aspect
Yeah, but I think
with some, filmography or whatever you want to call it. Cinematography, thank you. And gameplay. So they had all those elements in there, and I think they did a really good job of picking the right time to force you to read something on the screen
Yeah.
because it was so emotional
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you felt like you were the character reading it, like it was there.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
there
and
were
I
just
feel
the
like-
spots where you'd run into things too that would just almost make you jump, even though it wasn't a
Yeah.
scary movie. But there was just so much that was built up that I could remember any time that I'm out someplace camping or whatever in the
But I-
mountains or the woods, and you're like, did I hear something?
But I think with Firewatch specifically is that storytelling worked so well for the game.
Yeah.
Like, and that's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
making that into a movie just it wouldn't have the impact.
It
I,
would.
I don't
No.
think it would. And then I think the way you kind of moved around, and like for me, I was always kind of expecting to turn around a corner and find something, because it was like that isolation.
The
And
worst part about the game, finishing it.
Yeah, because
I was like,
Yeah.
it's over.
yeah, it was a
I was
bummer.
like, what?
But the way they ended it, I'm not going to give it away, but that was, I thought,
Yeah.
just as impressive as the opening.
Gentlemen's Club wants to know what we think about Watch Dogs 2. Trevor's excited for it.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, that's the end of the story.
Let's see the story. I like
yeah,
how
I
we
mean,
just shut it down.
everybody else is very skeptical of it.
That-
Fairly.
That does lead right into Login Fail 2's question. Do game reviews make you guys not want to play? Yeah, there are some games, and Watch Dogs is going to be one of them because of the first one.
Eric
I
lives and
definitely-
dies by the reviews.
I do not live and
He
die.
doesn't. That's with
does.
Yeah, you
movies.
do.
That's with
No, it's
movies
with
more than
everything.
games.
More than games.
You know what? I value my time, and that's something I tell people a lot. Is I really value because I have a family, I have things, I have a job, there's stuff that like life
This.
gets busy. I do this, so like I mean, there's certain IPs that they're gonna come announce a game. I'm gonna get excited. I'm probably gonna play it no matter what.
Right.
But a lot of games, I'm gonna wait and see what the reviews say because I want to know if I'm spending my money on something that's
if
worth
it's
my
worth
time.
your $60.
Yeah, and it's just like, and that's
Right.
and that's not that I'm trying to be a snob or anything, because sometimes I have disagreed with the reviewers, but there are more times than not I've bought in a game that's gotten a bad review just because I was excited about it and I've been let down. And so
I'll tell you what, the most honest game reviewers out there would be Minitub.
yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, so you should
don't
definitely agree with us.
You can go to minutetub.com, but we don't write reviews. So
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we talk about games. That
I'd
counts.
occasionally
yeah.
say them.
yeah, it depends.
Probably should. Maybe if we
See,
had more time.
The other
Play
thing
games.
is, the other thing I say with game reviews is if you do find a reviewer that you like. Okay,
Yeah.
he's saying find a review. Yeah, but find a reviewer that you really you trust or that you kind of have the same tastes with, and
Yeah.
you'll can
Right.
find stuff that
That's
you like.
that's a good way to do it. And like, for me, I'll listen to them. I probably don't listen to them enough at times, but like it just depends on how much I'm excited for a game. If it's like
I got to
if
talk
I
about what
watch the
Trevor
game.
does though. Trevor does this thing that I love. I love this thing, and I hope you don't. I'm not making fun of you, but I just think it's funny because you'll hear about a game, and I do it too to an extent, but I feel like I'm like bitter and cold-hearted, so I don't do it as much anymore.
Yeah.
But Trevor will hear a new game, and he'll start imagining all this stuff that the game could potentially
be.
do, even though they haven't announced, they haven't said a word about it. And so then he's like, "What if it says this and this and this and this and this?" And then like kind of with No Man's Sky,
It's like he builds his
Yeah.
own hype.
it got to a
I
point
do.
where he's like, "Oh, never mind. It doesn't have any of this stuff that
I'm
I
just like-
wanted it to have."
I did
And,
have like that moment where I was just like, "No Man's Sky's gonna suck."
yeah,
So-
yeah.
And then kind of I let it
You're
build
gonna
itself
suck.
more.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm back to being excited about No Man's Sky. But,
But
I totally do that though. I'm a dreamer. I dream about games. They say something like that might be hinting at something. I just go a million miles with it. So
Yeah,
I'm
you're-
just
Yeah.
I totally do that.
So you're disappointed a lot, is what you're saying?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, I do probably get more disappointed. I try and temper myself more,
yeah.
but
But hey, there's a new FIFA game, so
Yeah, campaign mode.
campaign
Trevor's
I'm
very
just-
excited
I'm
about
just
that
all the
campaign.
things they can do with that.
Yeah.
All that emotion I can put behind that goal or that,
If you
that
could-
kick that's totally not going to go anywhere near the goal.
if you could
mean-
just embezzle like the people who did in real life, that
Yes,
would work.
yes. To answer your question, William, Kojima will not be making Metal Gear because Konami owns the rights to that IP, intellectual property. So they will not be making any more. I mean, Konami could potentially make another Metal Gear game.
Yeah, but
technically.
it'll suck.
But it
That
won't
would
But in that
be.
case, don't buy it.
It won't be.
I think the
Kojima.
fans of that series alone would make that such a loss for them.
They would make him bleed for it.
Crazy Legs is tattling on us. He says, all these guys are going to tune in next week and be like, I thought this was a gaming channel. Why are they talking about sending poop through the mail and giving deer vasectomies?
Before next
yeah.
week, check out our YouTube. It's well worth it.
Yeah, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate it. We're about to
Yeah.
wrap up the show anyway.
We
so
did have some stories, but I think Eric's wanting to skip them for next week.
Well,
so-
oh,
we've already
some-
gone.
This was
We've
E3
already
special.
gone
It was
so
an E3 special.
This was good.
Yeah, we've gone. We've been covering E3, and so we do usually have like weird news and other topics. And
Yeah, we did that
current
comic
events.
book
We
video.
talk about
or
games that-
the comic.
Comic books.
Day.
Yeah,
Yeah, we talk
we're-
about games that we're playing.
yeah. We do live streams of games on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time, and we do this show at
Kyle's next week.
Thursday nights at 9.
And we do like interacting with the chat as well. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's another part of it. You know, if you've got stuff that you want us to talk about, shoot us an email. I want to
Yeah.
get at meninatub.com.
Yeah,
if
we
you
love
want
to
to
do
buy
emails.
one of our shirts or make your own, crazy, and go offend Nicolas Cage in Vegas, you can.
yeah.
That's one to check out. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you also just go to minutetub.com. You can find everything about us there. If you
Yeah.
click on our top menu, we
Send us an email. We'll talk about it. I think we had an email.
We're
this
on
week.
we're on Facebook. We'll get to that next week. We have
Okay.
it on we're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. But mainly YouTube is important. You can find all of our archives on YouTube, and we also post like videos. Like Jeremy mentioned, we did a comic book day thing where we went out and talked to some nerds waiting for free comics and all that sort of thing.
Login Fail wants us to say our names one more times, but
Okay, I'm gonna
slower
start.
and
I'll do
clear.
my. My name is Eric. Stop laughing at me. It's true.
Sounds so
It just sounded so demeaning.
Eric.
My name.
Eric.
Oh, and someone said something about Back to the Future earlier, and I just want to
yeah.
say yes, I love Back to the Future, and
Yeah,
this
that's
is
the
my
best.
DeLorean,
That's right.
and I love it.
They mentioned
Mwah.
they'd like to have a
Mwah.
Back to the Future game.
I
but it
know,
probably won't be good.
Telltale. That was like when they were experimenting with making serialized games, and that was like one of the first ones they did, and it was kind of poo-poo.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It was
go.
better than the Jurassic Park one.
Yeah.
My name is Kyle.
Kyle.
Hi,
I
Kyle.
don't have any toys up here yet,
Hi,
but I
Kyle.
hope to soon.
Most of these are mine.
If Trevor lets us use any of the space.
That's true. I'm Jeremy, not Jeremy, as some like to call me.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Yes.
Yeah.
And
I'm Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor.
And you can find all our Twitter handles out there as
Yeah.
well. And if you wanna
Gentlemen's
send us
Club
any-
said that we're like the King of the Hill cast.
I'll take that. I'll take.
I want to know who I
Wait,
am.
who's the rest
I'm
of
Dale.
us?
I'm Dale Doback.
Common white guy. Hey, Fly Tactic, welcome.
Hey, Fly Tactic, give
Hey,
us
yo.
click
Hey,
the heart
yeah.
button. Thanks for
Yeah.
joining us.
Reclaim. Oh, they like the Reclaim Oh, I thought
Bill.
we were going green because we're more.
I don't have any reference. I've never watched King of the
Oh,
Hill.
no.
So
Who's
Bill?
Jeremy's Boomhauer. That means you're talking real fast.
Of course, that's me. That's how
And Trevor is Bill.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know who Bill is, so you'll have to explain this to me.
So I'm the crazy conspiracy guy with
Why
Dale.
does Kyle not get a label?
Auto bodies.
Hey.
Look at Auto.
Fly Tactic, thank you for following us.
Hunter.
We appreciate it.
100
Oh,
tub
yeah.
bucks to Fly Tactic
Give
for that follow.
Fly Tactic
Yes.
100 tub bucks. I like that. I'm the hipster. Jeremy's the emo. Trevor's the granny lover.
And then there's just Kyle.
Kyle.
And I'm just Kyle.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Kyle's the normal
if
one.
he used to be called the terrorist.
Yeah, he used to.
But
Yeah. Okay.
it
I
doesn't
guess
work with your hat.
Jeremy's just gonna instantly call me a
Yeah,
terrorist.
we used to call
or
him No
something.
Fly.
No Fly, that's
Jeez.
what it was. Yeah, because he was on the list.
Wait now I'm Hank.
They keep changing roles here.
I can't keep up here.
Oh man, that's good.
Crazy says that you'll like Trevor until he leaves you out of his D&D.
Thanks,
party.
Logan Fail. I am the best here, aren't I?
Yeah.
He is a heartbreaker.
Uh,
So Nathan's gone, our special guest, but you'll check out some of the old videos with him on there. He's touring the world right now.
Nathan would probably have
and he'll
to be
back
Bobby.
in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Nathan's
Nathan
Bobby.
would be
For
Bobby
sure.
in the King of the Hill world.
Yeah.
By the way, that is how you spell it. It's O-R,
Yeah.
not E-R, like those weird Trevors.
Yeah. Okay.
What? I don't know what we did to become the King of the Hill guys, but
I'll take it. Whatever.
You know, honestly,
Yep.
Bobby's the kid, right?
Yeah.
I have the hairline of Bobby.
You kind of
so
look like Bobby, actually. He does kind of look like Bobby.
I'm really shiny now too, so
The Gentleman's Club says we should do a Let's Play together. Maybe we'll do that this Wednesday.
Yeah, that'd
we
be
might
cool.
do that. Maybe
We
we'll,
might.
Maybe we
I'd
can
love
do
to
that
do that, yeah.
Wednesday.
yeah, we might have to try and do that.
Maybe we should just
maybe
do that
should
every
do-
Wednesday.
Maybe.
We'll figure that out. We'll get something together. We're
Or
gonna
the South Park cast. Man, they
Yeah.
are just going everywhere.
Eric
with
is
us.
Stan. At least I'm not Eric. Thank you.
I'm Kyle.
Kyle's Kyle. Yeah.
Jeremy's got to be
Jared's
Eric, right?
Kenny.
Kenny,
Jared
of course
is
I'm Kenny. Why wouldn't I be?
Cartman. Oh, okay.
Oh,
See, they're leaving me out.
see,
I'm Kenny.
I like that
Yeah.
this is just gonna go all.
Yep. See,
Yep.
there it is.
Login fails, Nathan. He's confused. If you go to our
yeah.
YouTube channels, watch some of our past episodes, you'll see that Nathan. He usually phones in from Texas. He's in a little TV, which
He
is
our
literally is.
special
In,
guest.
he literally is in King of the Hill.
Yeah, and he's just he's another commentator that joins us most weeks, but he's off for a few weeks
He
because
reads
he's
books sometimes.
Yeah. But
You did almost die
did
earlier with the
almost
hurt.
True. That's true. But I prevailed with my bat.
almost died. Kill Kitty. Stupid hornet.
We do have we have
let's
played
play
Minecraft. Doing Let's Play with
I
that,
was
that'd
just
be
playing
interesting.
Minecraft before I came tonight, to be
Nice.
honest. Sorry.
I think,
Yeah?
I think the time is ripe for it. You know,
I,
might be.
I like Minecraft.
It's
It's,
been a
it's a
while.
good summer game. 'Cause
I
there's
like
not a
jumping
lot
on
of-
someone else's server and surprising them with a picture in the sky.
I'm excited for
Oh, yeah.
the new South Park game. The last one, Stick of Truth, was awesome. I don't the presentation at Ubisoft was really awkward this year though, but I'm hoping the game is good. You should play GTA. Let's play together. Yeah, we played
man.
GTA a
I
lot.
do
We
love
could probably
GTA.
play that if Jeremy didn't
Yeah.
trade it in, Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Way to go. Kenny's dead.
Yeah, so we should probably wrap things up tonight.
Yeah.
I hate to leave you guys because this has been fun, but
This
come
has
back
been
next week. Please come back and join us next week.
Tell us what
I'd
you
love
want
to
to
see
talk
ya.
about. Send us
Yeah.
an email.
Yeah.
We
We'll talk about
usually
it.
only have like one email that's ready. So if you've got something you want to talk about, we're more than likely going to talk about
Fly
it.
Tactic, real quick. He wants to know. We haven't paid much attention to him. He wants to know if we choose Xbox One or PS4. I would say that's a really tough one. I think
Xbox One. I mean
Jer-
PS4, Xbox One. Take your pick. Take your pick.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would probably say PS4 just because lately they've had. I'm Uncharted. Really, that's a big one for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's really tough because Microsoft's lineup looks really good, and so does Sony's this year. It kind of depends on which first-party games you want to play.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves? You're gonna have to go with Xbox.
Yeah.
You want the new God of War and the new Kojima joint and like
Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky, which is delayed. But those ones are good. But
Yeah, this is probably the year that I'll finally get both.
Eric looks like the guy who would like to party but is a dad, says the Gentleman's Club.
And then he earlier said, Trevor just looks like he doesn't know why he's here. That's a good observation.
He just said Kyle looks like he parties all day.
Yeah, that's
Kind
true.
of.
That's totally true, Kyle.
Kind of.
It's always parties.
They know us well already.
Yeah, they
This
figured
is
it
great.
out.
I'm waiting to see what Jeremy looks like.
Kyle parties hard.
He did actually a couple
did.
weeks ago. Check that stream
Jeremy
out.
looks like Steve Carell.
You've said that like 2 or 3 times now.
Jeremy looks like Steve Carell.
I'm probably an emo Steve Carell, right?
Oh my gosh, this has just been fantastic.
Oh my! Yep, Jeremy.
Seriously, guys,
Yep,
next
thank
week
you.
come back. We'll have
Jeremy
some
is
more
the
fun.
40-year-old virgin.
That is exactly me, obviously.
Oh man.
Oh, you guys are great. Anyway, next week.
Crazy like says he feels like that's a stretch. I'm glad that
man.
I'm cool, Dad.
Yeah, you're cool, Dad. Cool, Dad.
I'm Steven Sudeikis. You mean, is there a Steven Sudeikis?
Jason, I
I
thought.
think it's Jason, maybe. But
I hope William Wilder.
unless he
didn't
has a
just-
brother, maybe he has a
Yeah.
brother.
maybe.
All right.
Steven's brother, Jason. We're just gonna keep going. We
It
can
sounds
just,
like it.
They're gonna keep us here. I feel like they're trying to hold us. Usually this is a 2-hour show.
Like,
We've
how
gone
long
over.
can they hold us here?
Yeah, I know.
So next week, Kyle.
Next week's
You don't have a game picked, right?
next week we'll figure that out.
We may try and do something special.
Yeah, we might do like a
so-
let's play.
Well, we'll announce it on Twitter probably.
Yeah.
Nice. Gentlemen's Club says nice Blues Clues shirt, Jeremy. You are the new
I
Blues
look like
Clues
that guy
host.
too, right?
Yeah.
The fact that you know that.
So
I was a kid when Blue's Clues was in.
Yeah,
so
that's
you know
true.
what?
You're a child.
he's Loganfell says, "Please don't leave me." We're just gonna sit here the rest of the night, So, just for Loganfell.
Jesus. Oh.
Oh man.
You guys are great. This is
This
fun.
has been fun. This has been a good night.
Jason Siegel. Yeah, I've been called him
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a celebration.
Trevor is near leaving, gentlemen.
Oh, man, it's just getting hot in here. So I'm just like, I feel like a.
So take off all your clothes.
Yeah, I know. All right. We have nothing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we, like I said, we're here every week at 9 o'clock, and hopefully the more that you guys hang out with us, the more we can be here.
or 6 a.m.
Yeah.
if you're in
So-
Europe, like some of our fans.
Yeah, some of our fans.
Yeah.
we
so.
get some.
But we do have to go. We do have to wrap this up tonight. I'm
Yeah.
so
But
sorry.
It's been a party in our new studio.
This is our new
has been
studio,
fantastic.
and I think it's gotten us a lot of attention tonight.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
appreciate it.
looks really good. Jeremy put a lot of work into it. We're gonna give him lots of credit. Round of
Yeah.
applause.
Yay.
Jeremy put a
Oh,
lot of
man.
work. He painted our
I'm
logo.
a construction worker by trade.
Yeah, no, he's not.
I think we gotta
so-
give some tub bucks.
Tub
Who
bucks
are we
too.
giving tub bucks to?
Jeremy.
Oh yeah, he
Jeremy's
needs
getting tub
more
bucks?
tub bucks for building.
I'm
helping
working
build
up.
this
I'm working
We'll
up
give
for
you-
that big car discount.
Yeah.
One tub buck.
Uh,
we'll give you another.
We'll
100.
give you a round of applause. There you go.
yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Maybe.
so-
There you
it
go.
is.
Good job, Jeremy.
But we are gonna go. But we will be back next week. So please join us. Please
Come back.
We can do. What's our outro?
I don't know.
Play the outro music.
The outro music.
You have some outro music.
I have some
don't
outro
you?
music. Where is it?
I don't know.
I'm finding it.
I look like Jason Bateman's stunt double.
You look like a lot of people now.
I do. I'm just so famous.
You're like that
Bateman's
guy that
stunt
everyone
double.
recognizes but doesn't know who they are.
That's because of the glasses. They're
Yeah.
like, you look like that guy from that one TV show or commercial or that Verizon thing.
yeah, that guy.
All right.
Can
but-
you
All right,
hear
guys.
me now?
Yeah, so we're
Thanks,
leaving
guys.
you. I'm sorry we have to leave. Please come back next week.
Yeah, we love.
We'll have more fun.
Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Look for The Men in a Tub
And
on
send
YouTube.
Us, send
Patreon.
us things you want us to say. Or
Send us
you-
emails.
Emails.
Crazy, that $50 a month Patreon.
Yeah.
We know you
Lagerfeld
want to do
says,
it.
no, live stream while you sleep. I have nothing.
You
I don't
know,
know how-
that's
it might
on
not be
Trevor's
very-
other channel. Check that out.
Check out Trevor's Periscope on
Yep.
his Twitter. It's
Yep.
at TrevDogBD. He,
It's called Nighttime with Cats.
yeah, he sleeps with a cat on his face.
Yep.
All right, but it's been real. It's
Next
been
week,
exciting.
what time? Same time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time.
9 p.m. Central
On Thursdays.
On
On
Thursday.
Wednesdays, we do live gaming streams.
at 9
We
p.m.
might do
9
something
p.m.
special next
Central.
week. All right.
Yeah, 9 p.m. Central, Wednesdays and Thursday nights.
All our info is on our website, menatub.com.
We'll see you all next week. Thank you for hanging out. We
Yeah.
love you all. You are all our friends. So long.